going on? Barbecue 5.0. Somewhere on down the line, you're going to have to change that to barbecue 347. Or 5.0, stroke it. Yeah, Legacy Aquarium. Where is that? Because I know there's the one down in the Battle Creek. Is that right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know. And then Bama. Freaking Alabama sending the weather up here to Michigan. People are running from tornadoes and shit. We got another one coming too. It's all nice and sunshiny out there, and then all of a sudden, starting to get shitty out there. There was one chunk moving this way. Let's see where she's at. Oh yeah, look at that. Big nasty things moving in Big Rapids. Acosta and Montcalm there. We're free. Yeah, because I looked outside, everything was kind of dark toward the north. Oh, sun's back out. It was getting dark. But which way is this moving? Where's the play thing? There it is. Well, that sucker blew up over there, too. It just all of a sudden blew up over Nuevo County. Interesting. Oh, what's going up? Oh, I was sorry. I was looking at the weather. We're having some friggin' Tornado Alley type crap going on here. 85 RX7. Those 393 parts yet? No. So this is the thing. Somebody hit me up about the crank, so I'm going to talk with that person. And I got machine block, and as I did some research, I think I'm going a little too cheap on that. So that's going to be a little more. And the heads, I want back what I got into them, which is probably $1,000. So there's that. Utica? What the hell is Utica? I've heard of it. At 417 Fox, the friggin' coyote swapping dude. Yeah, man, I've a lot of things going through my head about this whole thing, and then I saw your video, and I'm like, hey, maybe that's the way to go. Because Terminator X would be nice, but it's like $3,000, you know. And Holly just charges you money because they're Holly. It doesn't mean their parts are worth that much, you know. And Rattletrap, what's going on? Bam, ding dong. Tornado is no damn fun. Coming from the guy who went through one. Can get it. Control pack is way better. Way better than what? What do you mean by that? Sup, chicken and a biscuit. That's right, man. That's right. Ranch, chicken, and a biscuit. You saw that one, huh? Why is a control pack? You can't just tell me that. You got to give me the reason why. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to know what the reason is. Because coming from a guy who's got a Terminator X and a small block Ford, of course, the guy who tunes it is knows what he's doing, and that car is insane. So Terminator setup, and you have to go through stupid setup screen. Well, it's because it's a kind of a the reason for that is it's not specifically made for those vehicles. I mean, you're right, but I'm just saying it's not specifically made for a Coyote. The harness is, but it's kind of a general software that you have to customize, and then once you get it to that far, then you tune it, you know. So you're right. You're wired up and turned exactly. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. But is it easier to tune from a stock Ford application, or is it easier for a tuner to, tune from a Terminator X? So you're right about that. So I'd have to go as far as that. I'm indifferent on. But at the same time, Holly just charges too much for everything. It's what it is. I can tell you this, Holly or the control pack have advantages, but compared to DIY auto tune, they don't have as much capabilities. So DIY auto tune, okay, you're saying they don't have that much capability. Well, that's not cool. You can't tune that? That's what I don't understand. Their friggin' digital dash is awesome because it takes up the whole dash, the whole thing, which is pretty sweet. Hype for those crackers and the big letdown when you tasted that. That just proves everything has ranch on everything has a ranch on it tastes good. Yeah. Yeah, it was just strange. It was weird. It was just you can't just you gotta be able to make those flavors come together, not just go, here's some powder on top of the original taste of stuff. It's just stupid. It's what they do with all that. It's what they do with that flaming hot, flaming hot. Everything's flaming hot. It's one company makes that flaming hot, and they just sell it. They just sprinkle it on their crap. For example, when I was going to small block Ford, my Fox was horrible. It was just way too many screens just to run it. Too many pieces to mess up. I mean, okay, I got a Terminator X. It's tuned. I just forget it. I don't even mess with it. I'm not somebody that gets into messing around with that stuff. My car runs great. I'm gonna leave it. The only thing I get in there and mess with is like the fan temperature. So when it comes on and turns off, which I think I got set pretty good on Holly Terminator X. But I'll tell you what, Holly, they need to fix that. That's horrible. The way that thing works, it doesn't work right. You set it to come on at a certain temperature, and it'll come on before every time. You set it to go off on a certain temperature, and it just stays running. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Their temperature control on the fans is just absolutely horrible. You can go cable or drive the wire with the kit I have. And Mad Motorhead, what's happening? Oh, DIY tune has way more capabilities. Okay. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's a little bit cheaper, than I mean, it's yeah, it's cheaper than in like a control pack and definitely cheaper than Holly. Florida 50 clusters to me look so much better. Yeah, they do look cool, but out of simplicity's sake, I just almost want to just do a Dakota digital in it, but we're putting the Yodi in. The Dirty Pirate hooker is getting it. I'm not tearing my black car apart. It's just too much original stuff in there. So I gave Palm Beach Giant on my injectors, intake, gen, and fuel type. It took 2 emails. No. See, I get the guy who tunes my car, Tyler from Force Engineering. He's got a YouTube channel. He's probably like 40 minutes from me. The dude knows how to tune a car. Okay, he's got a freaking Coyote that it's over 1,000 horsepower, which he is right now in Indiana. This dude's into half mile racing. They go to airstrips and race half mile. His wife won a contest last year by taking the car 211 miles an hour, and I swear they went faster than that the year before. She did with a broken foot, by the way, and I swear they went faster than that. But there were so many people last year that were having so many problems that day. Even they were having problems, but they were the only ones to get 211, so they won. So that dude knows how to tune a car. Dude. There's just no doubt about it. I take it to him and just have at it. You know what you're doing. Wenger, yeah, Wenger, that dude, he's amazing too. I think it's so damn much. I guess that's what I don't understand. The company's one making good products. Yeah, they make good products. It's just your shit's too expensive. It's stop it already. Palm Beach Gyno before I met the guys. Yeah, I would go with Tyler. I'm retrofitting my stock cruise control. I'm going cable throttle. Oh, I didn't want to lose cruise with a swap. Yeah, I'd like to have cruise on mine. I don't know how to can't make cruise work with Terminator X, I don't think. I don't know. And Endo, what's up, man? Funky Yachty. Yodi, you take the eye off. Uh, she's going in the red car. Dirty Pirate Hooker's getting the engine. Much for her to see gauges and dummy lights. What? Dakota Digitals are all it. I mean, it's digital, yes, but it's analog. It looks just like a Fox one, just modernized. I would like to have the LMR, Fox looking one, but it's a little too much money for me. Got your wheels and tires on his truck. That's cool. I don't know. Did you guys hear that? For some reason, we're like 7 miles from the freaking airport, but for some reason they got flights routing around the freaking house. We're not even near the airport, man. We can see the planes. I mean, they're that low. Of course, there's this thing called Aeromed, which is a helicopter. We live in its flight path. So the thing goes right over the freaking house. It's like, so that's kind of scary. You got the freaking helicopter coming through there, and anyway. That's what got me on the digital clusters. I think it was 1,500. I was like, yeah. But that DIY auto tune thing, those guys, like I said, they got a cool. What 417 Fox got was actually pretty neat. That thing fills up. It looked like it filled up the whole thing, whereas like a Hollywood, it doesn't go all the way to the edges. I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't seen the thing on yet. You ever gonna post that link so we can cuss at you instead of all this typing? Cuss at me. Yeah, I heard that. I thought it was here. Yeah, dude, it's weird. We never, all the years we lived here, I've never seen planes. Just you're like, I was like, look, United, look, Southwest, and I'm like, it's like, it's about as high as the helicopter that flies. Just kind of scary, you know. You think about it. Hopefully, they don't got some DIY going, or well, not DIY, but some, what is that? DEI going on in those planes, like all those crashes were happening and shit. He thought it was here, and it's, oh, you thought it was, oh, okay, I see what he's saying now. But yeah, the DIY auto tune that he did, that looked like something pretty cool. Yeah,
See,
yeah,
much better.
yeah, yeah. You just
Oh
get the
shit!
big old middle finger. There you go.
Would help if I turned the damn YouTube off.
Oh, here comes Tornado Alley. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
tornado alley.
Yeah, fucking. The reason I said that is because we got a train there over this area because of the nuclear plant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Rattle. Hell, I ain't changing. What's up, JPP?
Just thought you bitches were howling like coyotes in here. No, the coyotes in the garage.
Hey, did you see that? You see that link that Gary shot to you the other night about that intake and stuff?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
You don't understand it.
No.
Why don't you understand it? What is there not to understand?
Okay, you have you seen how many sensors are on a coyote?
Yeah, a lot of them.
What are you going to plug those into? How do
Yeah.
you?
That's a very good question, but see, that's for you to find out because you're doing
Yeah,
the swap, not me.
but not only that, how do you even time it?
Mm.
Because
But
he's like, you could put your kill shot on that. I go, well, kill shots rely on timing. How the hell? I mean, they don't know that there's a coyote because they don't got it in their software.
you know something? That's a very good point. But see, I don't know. It was just cool to see that somebody had done the carburetor intake swap for a coyote. I didn't even know it was a thing. You know, none of us did, didn't he? They just researched it and found that somebody was doing it. So I
Yeah,
thought it was actually cool.
I don't understand how you would do that though. Because I was like, okay, that's great and all, but what are you going to hook all those sensors up to?
Yeah.
That how?
Which ones you gonna jump over too?
Yeah, that computer's got to know the timing. How does it do that? I mean, you can time the. I can easily put the engine to 0, but I mean, how does it know what it's doing? You know what I'm saying?
See, yeah, yeah, I agree with you because, like you said, the coyote is not in their software.
Yeah,
So
and it's not multi-port because I mean, yeah, obviously it's a throttle body, but they don't have anything on there telling you that it's a coyote and all the them things got crank sensors, they got cam solenoid sensors, and there's all
very
kinds of.
true. Your best bet's probably to look around for a damn like a Gen 1, Gen 2 intake just to get you going, because you could probably pick up one pretty cheap until you save up to get the intake that you want, to run full time. You know what I mean?
Well, I got an intake. I mean, it's just, we're on
Oh,
page,
you don't want to run that big old truck intake. That bitch is ugly as hell, like a big damn loaf of bread sitting on top
we're
of
on page 1 of a 300-page story.
I understand. I get you.
But
What's up, 417? How you doing, bud?
what's
Going
happening?
on, Mike?
You do see the Gen 2. I wouldn't get a Gen 1. It really wouldn't be worth getting, but you do see the Gen 2 intakes on Marketplace pretty common
Yeah,
for real inexpensively.
that's what I said. I said maybe the boss one, because that's better flow, and those things are pretty reasonable too.
Yeah, you can usually pick those up. I just have I just have just a Gen 2 on mine. So I'm just going with low budget for the most part. I've tried to be as budget as I could be on this whole build. But
And the other thing I toyed with was, what if you found, I don't even know if it'll work. I said, what if you found like an SN46 K member, stock K member, for $50 or something. I'm like, would those even bolt up to a Fox body? I imagine they would, but I don't know. But that's something I thought about doing, but who knows?
well, you're also going to run into those as far as just clearance, getting around everything, and then you got to think about headers and all that stuff. Just go ahead and bite the bullet and get you a UPR and get you some speed engineering headers.
Yeah.
Because you can't beat those headers for the money.
Or check Team Z up there in your state, since they're close to you, and just see, because I know they got a damn Coyote package up there, like as far as K member and stuff like that.
That's the other thing. You can call those guys and say, hey, I want purchase on my A arms, because this car's got lowering springs on it, and it rides so much better than my coilover black car, dude. And I'm not going to coilovers on this thing. It rides too nice.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that also has to do with spring rate on the coilovers too, though, depending on what spring rate you get.
Well, yeah, I just took that for a ride the other day. I had to go get medicine for my dog, and it was like a 40 hour.
40 hour. Damn.
It was a 40-mile trip, and I'm just like, God, I'm going 95, and I'm like, this car is just smooth, dude. I just can't believe it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not. I mean, I've been nervous about because of course I'm going front and rear coilovers with my setup, and it makes me nervous. Did a lot of research on it, but I was just like, man, because me, I drive my car, man. I freaking drive the thing to Dallas or whatever. I finally got clear coat on my car, by the way.
Oh,
clear coat on the bay here.
Nice.
I'm gonna mute for a minute, just for a second. Well, I got company in my house.
And the funny thing is that that car rides so smooth, and it's got the shocks and struts are bad. I know the passenger side strut isn't that great, but it rides so nice. I'm like, man.
You talking about the whore, ain't you, Funky?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just make sure.
I mean, it's so funny because, like I said, when I got that car, it had stock springs in the back, and then it had those messed up springs in the front, the ones that we invest. As far as the investigation goes, they had some like big threaded piping welded on the top of the stock springs. So I'm like, and it was cutting into the front wheels, the fenders were. And so when we got them out of there, I said, we could see that they cut part of the coil out. And I said, you know what I think happened? I said, they must have cut a part of the coil spring out, put it back in there. They probably thought it wasn't low enough. They heated the springs. It went too low. So then they put these things to shim it up there, and it rode like crap. So I said, I'm going to fix this whole thing. Steeda lowering springs for the whole car, and the thing just rides so much, so nice now. So
a couple of years back, I bought the original springs off of Rock Auto for like $51. Why don't you just do that? Not you, them.
Yeah, well, they're hillbillies, dude.
I mean, you want to say redneck? I know what you want to say.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't
Well, then he's
matter.
talking about me.
No. I mean, the stuff they did to that car is just amazing.
Oh, I remember the videos.
Maybe it won't. Hopefully, it won't freaking rain.
It does rub on the back tires though. I mean, a little bit when I hit a bump, But that could be because the shocks are old.
What size tires do you got on the back?
Those are
275.
I think 275 40s. I think they're 40s, yeah. The fronts are 45s.
Yeah, the front on mine is 45.
Yeah, and they don't get nothing.
Well, my old car, how's that?
Well, the AGE came member, yeah. Hooker Blackheart exhaust swap.
That's
See,
the thing
Hooker.
with doing Coyote swappers. There's about 100 different directions you can go, and
Mhm.
and I did so much dang research, and then I can't remember. I was over at Caleb's for something. I don't even remember what for, and I looked at a couple of cars that had the Speed Engineering headers in it, and with the UPR K member, and the UPR is not the most expensive K member either.
Right.
So,
Yep.
and I was like $400 for headers, and go with the UPR. I was just like, I'm just gonna take the complication out of it and
Damn
just
right.
get that.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb done a really good video on that.
Yeah, he did.
All the different K members and all the different type headers and stuff like that. He done a really good video on what works and what's the cheapest route to go and things like that. That was actually a really good video.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew what goes into it and the stuff you got to buy and stuff. I wasn't really thinking about that. It was just after I changed the timing chain of my 3.5, I was like, yeah, you know what? I was like, I could build a Coyote. And that even though I got all the 351 stuff, I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know. I could build a Coyote. And so I started looking for something cheap that I could tear apart.
What trans are you going to put on and behind it?
Huh?
What trans are you going to go with?
Well, because that's the thing. I was like, I just said TKX,
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know. I guess if I happen to find a 6R80 that's cheap and works, why complicate it by buying a $3,000,
Say it
More than
ain't
that, more than
so.
that,
transmission?
more than that. By the time you buy everything to go with it to get it
Yeah.
installed, you're about four.
Exactly.
You're probably about $4,000 to go with a TKX.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so. You're thinking about an automatic?
Dude, it's just purely price. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying if you happen to see one that it's in good shape and it'll work, and it's
Why not just go with the MT82? I mean, you're not gonna be hot dogging your car, drag racing it and things like that. You're just building a cruiser. So MT82 work fine for your application because you're not gonna be beating dog shit out of it like most people that's got a manual.
I don't know.
Well, the MT82s is the adapting you got to do for the shifter becomes problematic. I know there's a company out there that makes an
Oh,
adapter, but those are remote shift
Yeah.
transmissions, so that
Yeah.
becomes problematic when you're putting it in a
okay,
box.
okay.
No,
Okay, I was just thinking of a cheaper option than a TKX.
No, I was
you know what
seeing
I mean?
people putting them in further back, but then I've seen people who put them in the original spot in the cars too. So I know it's possible.
There's a company that makes a kit, but by the time you end up buying the kit for the remote
Yeah,
shifter that
that's
will
what
work
I'm
with a
saying.
Fox, you might as well just go a different route, in my opinion,
Exactly.
unless you just got one for so cheap it doesn't. A 3650 is a good option. If you can pick one up that's good. That's what I originally picked up for my car, and that's what I already had bolted to the motor over here, ready to go on. And then my buddy hooked me up with a good deal. He found a really good deal on a T56 it was out of a '03 wrecked Cobra that just got wrecked and only had 40,000 miles on it. So
Yeah, see,
Oh shit.
I wouldn't
Hell
mind
yeah.
something like that too if I found it. But I know a friend of mine told us when he went to a junkyard, and I forgot what he was looking for. He seen it, it was an SN,
Mhm.
and he was, I can't remember what he was looking for. So, but he went, I think it was LKQ, pick your own.
yeah,
He went there, and as he got there was a guy there looking at the car, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm taking something to do with the brakes or whatever." He goes, "Oh, okay, well, I'm looking for this part." I forgot what he was looking for. Guy got what he wanted and took off. So then he's looking under there for whatever he's getting. I can't remember what John said he was doing. And then as he's looking under there, he's like, "What the hell is this? What is this bell housing? Why is it black?"
It has
And
a
he
quick time on it?
so then he crawls under there, and it's a QuickTime bell housing.
No
And he's
kidding,
like,
man.
and he's looking at the transmission. He goes, "This is a goddamn Magnum."
No kidding.
He's like, "Are you kidding me?" So he phones up his buddy, says, "Hey, dude, you need to bring some tools over here right now. I just found a T56 Magnum in this car with a
I'd been standing at their car going, "It's mine, it's
yeah
mine," till somebody got there.
Hell yeah.
quick time." So his buddy came over there with the tools. They pulled it out, and he got that transmission for $400.
Oh my Lord. That's a deal of a lifetime, dude.
No kidding, dude.
Jeez.
I was like, "John, dude."
Be nice if you could find a TR6060, but you know, they only come in the 500s. So
We got JPP who's in here saying his car rides like crap on stock springs with Coney. What? That's crazy.
you see what Rattletrap said about his transmission that he bought. Because you know he done a Coyote swap too.
Yeah, that's
Well, Sean, I got a 3650 sitting right there.
Oh, there you go. I was just going to ask you, did you still have that trans?
It's sitting right there. Brand new Pro 5.0 shifter on it.
There you go, buddy.
We'll see. Maybe we'll talk.
Hey,
Yep.
417, are you still making those radio
Yeah.
kits for the Fox bodies?
All the time.
Okay, I got a buddy of mine that's got one, and I was telling him about your kit and stuff. He had never seen it before.
Yep.
So I recommended him to go to Funky's channel to watch Funky install his on his car.
Gotcha.
And,
Yeah, mine's the first one though. That's
You
yeah,
got
but
one
I
of the
couldn't
OG
think of.
ones. Didn't I send
Yeah, I
you?
couldn't.
Didn't I get you that newer one?
yeah, I
Sean?
got
Okay.
I just keep myself too damn busy to get in there.
I know
and
the feeling,
put
man.
it on.
No, man.
Well-
It's those bezels. You know, like what is it? 4 years going now, I think, that we've been making those things, and you know, for a long time we just kept thinking it would just dry up, and it never has. Heck, even LMR and American Muscle carries them now for me. So, you know, I mean, and LMR done sent their second PO in to me here the other day. So, they're selling them. So, and I mean, we still ship out probably at least one a day from here, and then
Oh, that's
LMR is
good.
selling a good bit of them. And then we drop ship for American Muscle. So when they get an order for one, we just ship it from here.
Okay.
You're avoiding shitty pony parts, right?
Well, they never reached out. Well, see, look, so they never reached out to me, and nor did I pursue them. And you know,
That's good.
I've had some history with them in the past. Plus, when I put a video out about them being, you know,
No.
probably not the best company
Yeah.
a while back,
I remember that.
probably they're not going to reach out to me.
You know what?
Just
That's
saying.
not a loss though, man, because they have got the worst freaking customer service
They
of
do.
anybody I have ever dealt with ever. They suck.
You know, I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of LMR haters out there too, but I can tell you, I've spent time with the owner. I've spent time with Landon, with Jude, with Tyler, with all those
Hey,
folks.
Funky, Mach 1's in the basement. Sorry, my.
Oh, shit. I
You're good, buddy.
I didn't hear nothing ding me. Usually get dinged. There we go.
That's
I've
what
been
she
out
said.
here for 15 minutes. I figured you didn't want my ugly ass up here.
No, I must have missed the ding.
Oh, no. You're too busy listening to these guys run their mouth.
Well,
Yeah, he thought it was salty again. That's why he blocked.
that and you were on this. I had to
Now we gotta
scroll up.
go
I
way
couldn't
back
see
15
you on the
minutes.
screen.
You got to go all the way back 15 minutes now. But anyhow,
Oh my God.
UPR or Team Z has the parts you need, but the thing of it is you can use your stock A-frames.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah,
you wanted
yeah,
to keep your struts or whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, because I think they said that they would put perches on their ARs.
Yeah, you can get them with normal spring perch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them with it. Same thing at Team Z.
Yep.
If you look at
Also,
both of them, they kind of look alike. They're not very far off.
Well, and the
Yeah.
good thing about it is Team Z is so local to him too, right there in his
Yeah,
state.
but they're not. It's not like they're around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, but if you need to speak with them, you can actually go there, look at their products in person. Unlike other companies, they're just too damn far to go away. At least he can go to Team Z. You know what I mean?
And going back to the CJ Pony parts, I want to make this point when I had to get longer push rods for my other car.
yeah.
They suck.
I went on there and they had the oddball size. They said they did, and I always looked for. I learned my lesson with them and made sure that it said in stock. It said in stock, and then I didn't get anything for like the longest time. So I called them.
Howdy.
I called them. I'm like, yo, I thought you guys said these were. It said on your website there, or I said, where's my order at? They're like, oh, those ship direct from the manufacturer. I go, okay, where does that say that on your website? She goes, oh, well, I guess we don't have it on there. I said, okay. My other concern was, why did it say in stock if it's shipping directly from there?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I don't know. I said, okay, you see why I'm confused? It says it was in stock. Now you're saying it's direct ship from manufacturer. Nowhere does it say on your website this. She goes, oh, well, yeah, you're just going to have to wait for it from them when they decide to ship it out. I was like, you people are terrible.
That's the reason like that why I quit dealing with them.
Same here, Gary. I don't deal with. I don't give a damn if they got them and they're cheaper than somebody else. I will spend more money to buy them from somebody else than deal with CJ Pony Parts. I can't stand that company.
I'm the same
I
way
haven't had
now.
any issues out of them, but I hadn't ordered a lot of parts from them. So
Remember
I do have
Mustangs
to admit,
Unlimited?
though,
yeah,
I
I
was-
remember them. Yeah,
Mustangs Unlimited. They were great.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, they were.
Their website was kind of quirky, but man, when you ordered,
Look, they ain't nobody's website worse than Summit's.
I ordered a clutch cable. It showed up being delivered on 4th of July. I was like, dude walked up there delivering. I go, you guys are out here delivering today? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And I got it. It was like I had ordered it 2 days before, and I was like, holy crap, But then they kind of went.
They went out of business, which sucks. All the good companies kind of just either they get swallowed up by the big companies or they just get forced out of business.
Said I'd rather buy from Summit. Yeah, Summit. I hate their website. It is
Yeah, they got the worst damn website. I mean, their customer service is great, but their website sucks.
If you want anything from Summit, you got to call them.
It's just
well, their website is still better than Jegs. That's why I don't use Jegs. because
Jegs is terrible too.
Jegs,
Well-
anything
Jegs
you
is
look
just
up
bad
on
CJ.
Jegs is going to lead you to a 350 part. It doesn't matter what you type in; it's going to lead you to a 350 part. It's like,
Yeah,
Gary, I got something better than calling them. I just go there.
yeah, whatever. But
Hey,
Yes, but yes, sir.
if you ask me which website's better with Summit or Jegs, I tell you they both suck.
yeah.
Salty, I want you to pay close attention to this.
Yes, sir.
I see my northern neighbor is down here. How's things going with you, Michael?
What?
I was saying you're my northern neighbor. You're on the panel up here. How's things going with you?
Oh man, what's going on? I'm on
Nothing
my phone,
much.
so it's hard for me to even see everybody on the screen of who's there.
Yeah,
I can't see nobody. I got it on chat, so I can keep my eye on
Yeah.
the chat. So
I still got those sway bars if you need one of them.
Man, I ended up coming across one
Mhm.
here from a pick yard, and it was just there when I was out there picking up something else. So I grabbed it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just
kind of.
so-
I just
well,
kind of gained
used
these. I
to-
didn't, aim
Well,
to
used
get
to
'em.
Arkansas used to be part of my territory for my job, and
Mhm.
now it's for the last since January of last year it's not.
Oh, okay.
So I don't get. I can't tell you. I don't get to Arkansas ever now. Used to. I'd go
Okay, I was
from Fayetteville.
wondering because you said you could do a trip. It's like, well, that'd be convenient, but
Yeah, it's just been crazy because now I cover Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, and South Carolina. So
Wow.
literally, my only travel through Arkansas is me cutting across to Arkansas on the northeast Arkansas side to get to Memphis to head south to, through Mississippi and then through Alabama and then to Georgia and so on.
Damn,
Yeah.
what part of the country you live in?
I live in Missouri.
Oh,
they have
hell,
some,
damn, and you come all the way to Georgia?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, we had some visitors from Missouri in this week.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The
What part of
corporate
Missouri?
side. St. Louis. That's where the
Okay.
corporate is. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, though they got me running. I fly a lot too. Heck, I was in Miami most of last month with work. But
Mhm.
but they give me a little truck to drive, and I just drive it all over the country.
Damn, what kind of work you do?
I work in the major appliance industry and service.
Oh, okay. Because hell, I'm in here in Georgia. Like I told Gary, I'm only 6 miles from Summit.
What part of
You know,
Georgia? What
if I
part of
couldn't live
Georgia?
6 miles from Summit, I would be broke. I would be living in a tent, but I have car parts.
I live right across the street from Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Oh man, yeah. I go to Atlanta. Well, I hate Atlanta every time I drive through it
I
because
hate Atlanta too. I don't go there.
Yeah, who
you
don't?
get
Who
that
don't hate
bottleneck
Atlanta?
coming in on 20 and then heading south to Macon and Warner Robins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bottleneck right there pisses
Yeah.
Well,
See,
me
I
that's
off
was
every time.
stationed out there.
I'm only 10 miles from Team Z.
Yeah, well, hell, you got it made then. That'd be awesome. But at least Summit, they offer a hell of a lot more than what Team Z offers us.
What is that place over there in Willavillette? It's on the east southeast side of Michigan. It's kind of like a Summit. Because that's where I met up with Johnny Quick when I bought that rear end from
Rear
him.
end.
Do they know the guy that owned that place died?
That auto parts place.
Yep, that was God. What was the name of that?
Yeah, it was huge, man. It was.
Yeah, the guy that owned that place, he passed away.
I went in there and looked around. It looked just like Summit inside there.
Yeah, he was. Geez, I can't even think of his name right now.
I can't.
Yeah,
think
Rattle Trap. Gary don't live too far from MPD.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
MPD's
from
down there
people,
too.
just 6 miles that way.
And those guys, man, I'll tell you, I'm 2.5 hours away, and I got a can of SEM dye, $12 for shipping.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like
2
I
hours,
already paid
2.5 hours
$18
away.
for this rattle can, and you're going to hit me with $12 shipping? Yeah.
Well,
They got to pay for their charging stations.
Funky, you don't have a paint shop close to you? Because that's where I go and get mine.
Well, I do. The place that I got the dye from, that I just got it in a can so I could spray it out of the gun, which is the best way to do it.
Yeah,
I
it
learned
is.
that. I went back there with my thing, and the guy goes, "Oh," he goes, "we don't use this chemical anymore." I was like, "Oh, so what? I mean, can you still do it?" He goes, "Yeah, you'd have to bring me a piece of plastic to redo it. I can't do it off this code." And I'm like, he goes, "We just don't use that chemical anymore." And he started telling me what chemical they use. I go, "Well, that sounds expensive." I said,
Yeah.
how much is
Right
that?
there.
I said, "I only need a little pint." He goes, "I can get you a pint, but yeah, it's expensive." I said, "How much?" He goes, $200. I'm like, "Oh,
Jeez.
I'd rather pay the $12 shipping.
I said, that's what I said. I said, "I can get it from MPD, man. I can get some SEM." He goes, I said, they're gonna hit me for the shipping, but he goes, yeah. He goes, "I'd go that route, dude."
Hell yeah.
I said it'd be different if I was looking for to do the whole interior, but I needed to do a piece I wasn't expecting that I would do. I needed to do so.
That's when you done that package tray in the back, right?
Yeah, I did the third brake light. It was black, and then I had painted everything from black to red, and then I went back there, and as I started taking it apart to look to clean the lens, the brake lens, and I started to notice I'm like those damn hillbillies painted the freaking housing to this stupid brake light, so it was red. I said, "Son of a bitch!" I said, "It was red. I got to make it red." So I started stripping it down. It looks better. It looks
They
better.
just wanted you to get the full effect of the hillbilly way.
Oh man. I've
And what
turned
they
that.
used, like regular spray paint. They didn't use any kind of the new plastic paint like Crawlin's using
It
or
must have
anything.
been. It had to have been uh, like Rust-Oleum black, and they gave
Like
it
a
to,
gloss black or something.
and they just gave it to their 10-year-old and said, "Here, go to town."
They punctured a hole in it and threw it in the car. Is what you're saying?
That sounds about right.
It was terrible. There was runs on everything. It was bad. I mean, I'm like, how terrible of a painter are you if you make the black run on plastic?
Well,
That's
maybe
bad.
they didn't even use Rust-Oleum. Maybe they went down and got the Walmart 96 cent a can stuff, gloss
Yeah.
black, and did it.
That damn 57-cent Dollar General shit.
Just,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was horrible. That was a horror show.
Sean, the whole time I was doing my engine bay, I was thinking about all the videos I watched of you for all that long time it took you to get your bay done. And I
Yeah.
was like, I should have known better. I should have known better.
Yeah.
I did 3 of them actually.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, because then you helped your buddy do one. But I remember like when you
Oh,
was doing,
okay, 4.
Oh, that's
yeah.
4.
I was like, my gosh, man, it's a lot of dang work. And I was
Yeah.
just so ready to be done with it.
Yeah, and who was it? I think it was MJI who told me the freaking tinfoil trick.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got tinfoil on my cables right there.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, I'm trying to figure out. The first time I did it on the car I sold, I put them in like plastic shopping bags, and I
Oh,
hung them suspended them from the ceiling,
Damn.
keep them out of the way. And I think MJI goes, all you had to do is he goes, it's easier just to use tinfoil. I said, son of a bitch.
Now you tell me, right?
that little fitting right there. I think you commented, didn't you, Funky? I was going to take the whole cruise control module out of here to get it out
Yeah.
of the way, but that little sucker right there, that finally I just threw my hands up and said screw it and bagged it up and taped it up.
Oh,
That's Mad
is that
Motorhead.
the Ranger Raptor?
Well, that's pretty.
That's Mad Motorheads.
Yeah. Looks
I
good.
already-
Looks good, Chad. Yeah, that's his new wheels and stuff he bought to put on there.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking in all this engine bay stuff because next year I want to do the engine on Jim and I want to do the engine bay and all that stuff while I'm in there.
Yeah.
Jim. Oh, is that what you call your Fox body,
Yeah,
Jim?
Junkyard Mustang, JY.
Oh, okay.
It's built from the junkyard.
Yeah. So when you go to
Junkyard
paint,
or other used car parts.
when you go to paint behind your strut towers, you want a little gun.
I
What's that? I'll just
used
roll it on.
my minigun.
I did that when I was doing hack jobs when I was painting his. That's when for some reason my damn little gun just stopped working right. So then I said, all right, dude, I got to use my big gun and I'm going to try to throw this paint back behind that thing because I can't get this gun in there.
Well, I used that. I originally used that. I bought it. You know, man, I got more paint guns than I know what to do with. But I fell victim to the TikTok deal on the InnoCraft Drizzle D1, and it was like a low volume, low pressure. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so I can really crank down the pressure, and I won't make it. I was just, Sean, with single stage, it just makes a freaking mess.
Oh, dude, it's bad.
So I painted the car with, I mean, I probably only ran 10 psi and still had a really good atomization. You know, I
Really?
cranked the fluid. I cranked the fluid back quite a bit.
Hmm.
But it's still, you may had to go a little slower, and it
Yeah.
worked just fine. But I ended up and it's from my own stupidity. I got a run right there on the strut tower, right on the front side. And then I was going out of town for a week. So then it just sat there. So literally I had to sand things down and scuff everything. When I cleared it, I did get because I wanted to be able to really control it a lot better with the clear. And I used my little 1.0 little minigun. Oh man, that was the way to go when it come to being able to let it down flat, because you can really slow down and still just crank as much fluid as you can through it and just layer it down, and it's slick.
Have
Nice.
you ever used the Sawmez guns? SAMES, like the professional guns? They got some of
No.
those. They're around 500, but they got this vortex generator in it. And
Uh-huh.
actually, the pro guns pressurize the paint, kind of like the house paint systems, but they pressurize the paint, so you use like no air pressure.
Well, that's pretty.
Shoot
That's
it.
pretty interesting. I've always
Yep.
just kind of my primary guns have always been the DeVilbiss. I've got a Techna Pro Light
Yep.
that's kind of my primary gun, and I really like it. I actually ordered it straight from the factory from Europe. They ship it DHL. You can actually save money by buying their stuff from there than on the state side, and just ship straight from the factory. And that's where I bought it. And then you're getting an authentic one there, because there's so many dang copies out there of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
use those Atom, the ATOM
Mhm.
Atom guns. Yeah, those ones are actually. Yeah, like I said, that little one. I don't know. That thing got screwed up on me. But I bought a new tip for it, and it was still screwed up. And I'm like, what is going on with this thing? So because I clean the crap out of them things.
I do too, man.
And then,
I have the Harbor Freight 1.0 minigun, the good
oh yeah,
one.
I got that one
Mm.
too. Yeah,
That thing is amazing what it'll do.
yeah,
I'm
that
not
thing's
saying it's the
messed up.
best, but for the money, you can't beat it.
Yeah, it messed up on me a couple times. I absolutely hate putting that freaking needle back in that one though. It is a pain.
Oh yeah, because you can't hardly ever get the freaking deal. I
know.
struck.
Dude,
Like,
that thing- It's so frustrating, but I don't know what happened. It must have been something must have got caught inside that little Atom gun, and it was just for the longest time stuck in there because I cleaned the crap out of it. But then all of a sudden one day it just started spraying great again.
Huh.
I was like, what the
See, I
heck?
use that Harbor Freight. Like, I don't know if they sell them anymore, but it's like the main gun and minigun kit, the automotive one.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
using that main one for years, but the minigun, I ended up throwing that thing away. It sucked.
I had that kit way back when, and I used that main gun because it came with a couple of tips, like a 1.3 and a 1.4 and a 1.7, and I used that 1.7 to put down primer.
Yeah.
And but then I got this. I ended up getting a different gun for primer, and it's fantastic. I started realizing just what I was missing by using a cheap primer gun, and I bought a better primer gun, and I was like, oh, I can really lay down primer really nice.
Yeah. Well, it's how you mix it is what I'm learning, because I just went through like my Rust-Oleum paint. I kept getting texture out of it. And it's like, well, don't reduce it by what the manufacturer says. They're saying that for rolling it on or brushing it on.
Yeah, you got to
You
look
know?
at it. You need to look at it and kind of understand. Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks good. Because
Yeah.
see, for the long when I was using that Eastwood and I got that Eastwood paint, they
Mhm.
said I was reading the reviews on it and they said it's good. And somebody said you need to reduce it. He goes. Although you could use a reducer, it's not necessary. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
not necessary if you roll it on. But
here I am like spraying this stuff, and I'm wondering why I got like avocado skin and not like
yep.
Yeah,
It looks
orange
like you
peel.
use
I
a
remember
spackle
that.
gun or
And
something.
it wasn't until the last time I got done and I used reducer and the freaking thing came out like glass and I'm like,
Yep.
son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Man, I am no painter. I take my damn cars to somebody. I let them do it.
I ain't a painter either, but I'm gonna.
I don't even want to
if I
learn how to
see
be
someone
one.
else screw it up.
That's just
Uh,
look. I'll turn wrenches and all that shit, but when it comes to doing painting, somebody else can do it. I ain't messing with it.
I have a lot of son of a bitch moments. Like I was telling
Yep.
Gary in his commenting on his video earlier about running the wires. I
Mhm.
ran all my freaking wires on my core support and I put them on there, got them zip tied all nice and neat. And I know I was talking to some dude at a show one day and we were talking about it. And I was telling him that's what I did. He goes, oh, I just put mine inside it. He goes, there's plenty of room and it's easy to do. I go, what? So I look down there and I'm like,
there's a channel.
I said, son of a bitch, And I ended up putting like one wire through it, and I'm like, God, that was pretty easy. I got all these things on the outside. I'm not moving it, man.
No.
Maybe on the next car if you ever do one. Not this one.
Yeah, making mold, Mad Motorhead making molds. That's something pretty tricky. Haven't really messed with that. I've thought about it a lot, but I haven't done it.
I tell you what, I know when he was doing videos, Tony D freestyle, man.
Shit, yeah.
Dude, he made
That dude's on another level, dude.
yeah, he took his he took real carbon fiber, and he covered his Fox dash with it and used fiberglass resin to harden it all into the shape he wanted it. It turned out unbelievable.
Damn sure did.
And he did some other pieces too on there that he made molds. He goes, "You think I could sell this stuff?" I'm like, "If you market and stuff." He goes, it sounds like a bunch of work. He goes, I'll probably just chuck these molds." He made molds, but he goes, it's not like genuine. It's genuine carbon fiber, but it's not. It's carbon fiber you got to put in an enclave and stuff.
Yeah.
He was just using, like fiberglass resin to harden it, and it worked.
Like I said, that dude is on another level. I've never seen nobody
You can go
do
to
the roll cage the way he done his roll cage.
Yeah, you can go to his Instagram
my Lord.
and look on his old photos and see that dash. It's amazing. He even integrated his Terminator X screen in it.
Into his dash.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, have you ever seen somebody cover up all the welds on a roll cage and smooth them out to where you didn't see no seams, no nothing? Go check that dude's channel out.
Yeah.
If he's still up. Oh my Lord. The
Sounds
amount
like
of time he put in.
time on his hands.
Dude, I tell you what, man. No, he's just very meticulous about what he does, man.
When I seen that, I think I commented on it. I go, when he was doing that, I said, Tony, what are you doing? They're just
crazy.
Welds. They're just welds, dude.
He didn't want to see them.
That's so funny. The one time he's like, I was doing some wiring or something, and he commented on my video. He's like, he messaged me on Instagram. He goes, "Hey, give me a call." I was like, "What? I don't even know who this guy is." We were on the phone for like 3 hours. Oh, it was funny.
Oh, that's when he told you all about the damn heat shrink, right? Use the
Yeah.
marine grade heat shrink and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, the marine heat shrink, and he says, and when you're using braided loom, he goes, put heat shrink on the end of the braided loom. That'll keep it and make it look nice, professional. I was like, damn. He goes, you want GLX wire? Get some good wire. Don't get that. Don't go to freaking AutoZone to buy wire. Don't do that. Because he was like, yeah, he told me about the shrink wrap. He's like, I told him, I said, well, I got it all shrink wrapped and everything. That's what I'm doing. He goes, okay, what kind of shrink wrap you using? I said, I just bought
great stuff.
Yeah, I said, I just bought the stuff at AutoZone. He goes, okay. He goes, so go ahead and take all that stuff, yeah, and just throw it in the trash. I said, what? He goes, you got to go get marine grade. It's got glue in it. He goes, I'm telling you, you'll heat it up. It'll shrink. You'll see glue come out of it. It's so satisfactory. It really is. This guy, he does a lot of boat work, and he's paranoid about like electrical stuff. He goes,
I'd say paranoid might be a light word for that.
Well, not like you said, like Funky said, he does all boats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so all that stuff has to be sealed.
Yeah, he goes, you gotta have it sealed. He goes, if you're out in the ocean, because he's from South Florida. Well, he's not from there. He lives there. He says, you're out in the ocean and something goes wrong, you're floating. You're not getting anywhere. He goes, so that's why he was like really paranoid about all the wiring in his car. It was funny. Just watching.
It's crazy though to see where he came from to do all and work on boats. The dude used to do tricks on motorcycles and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit, man. The dude is like, I don't know. Didn't you say he went down? Because you were telling me about this. I never talked to him since then. Didn't you say he flew down somewhere and picked up a boat for somebody and damn drove it back from like the Caribbeans or some shit like that back to Florida.
something like that. Yeah, I know he started. He texted me out of the blue one time. I don't know, a year and a half ago. He's like, "Hey," he goes, "You know anybody who wants to buy this Fox body?"
Yeah,
And
who
I
could
was like,
afford it?
I was like, dude, as much money as you have in that thing, I mean, how much do you want to sell it for? Because I don't know if somebody would buy it for the price that you want to sell it for.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the hard problem. He goes, "Yeah, you're right."
Speaking of Fox bodies, who's gonna try to get the poop coop?
But you got to understand, if you've never seen this guy's channel, if you just want to see how meticulous this guy is, just go watch how he puts his body kit and shit on the car, like his Cervini's kits. Oh, dude, this dude took this shit to a whole new level.
And
Yeah, he's like,
Is he
who
still
is this?
making videos?
no, he's not.
Okay.
Nah,
He hasn't had anything in a while.
No,
I hadn't seen nothing. I hadn't seen him post anything in a very,
No,
very long time, Gary.
He told me, he said he got into boats, man, and I'm just fixing
Yeah,
boats.
he started a boat business.
I don't know if he started a boat business. He was
Yeah,
just,
that's what he said. He said he started a boat business one day when he was on your panel.
I don't know about that, but whatever.
Shane, did you say something about poop coop?
Yeah, who's interested in a poop coop?
I'm putting $100 on it.
You know,
I'm gonna
I'm
put
thinking about
$100 on it.
like I do not need another vehicle. It'd be my luck. I really don't need another vehicle and get it or something. It's like, how am I going to get that thing up here?
Yeah.
I would get it to get more stuff for the shop. That's why I would get it.
Yeah, a lot of goodies
If I
there.
bring home another vehicle, I might be from my nuts.
Gary's gonna be moving in his dad's house.
I'd probably make Nakia mad at me as soon as I get that. If I got the poop coop, it'd be painted. And I know he hopes somebody keeps that deck lid, because everybody that's signed it and stuff, and I guess if I could find me another deck lid, hang that thing up, But
It was funny when I seen he got that S550, and this is in the middle of
I mean,
me.
I just drug that home, so
This was the middle of me looking for a Coyote, and I said, and I had already basically said, okay, I got a couple here I'm looking at, and then I seen his video, and I'm like, dude, why is it that him and I are always like doing almost the same thing in a different way?
Yeah.
bro, I'm gonna tell
We
you.
always have, and I commented on his video. I said, you and I, we always talk at Ford Takeover, and that's about it. I said, but we both take different paths and end up in the same place in the end, and that's all I said.
yeah. But it's like every time he goes through something, it's like I just did that or I'm about to do it, like door hinge pins or like ignition system problems or whatever. It's like, really, I just did that.
What's up,
Oh,
Dale?
I'm literally already in the market and been looking for another S550. And then he goes and buys one. Like now, if I go buy one, everyone's like, "Oh, you just bought one because Brutal bought one." And I'm like, I've been missing my 2020 ever since I sold it and been looking for another one. Just hadn't come across the right one and the right deal. And literally, I think I found one that I may buy. But
There you go.
so yeah.
Well, I thought his was a GT5 on it.
No, it's just he bought it. I think it's a 22. It's a
21.
just 21 premium. It's not a performance pack or anything, but it's a 10-speed
Yeah.
premium.
Brutal bought one?
He just
Yep.
bought it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was looking for it. Just they come up and he said, "Why not?"
Yeah, I mean that's the way it usually happens. Sometimes you're not looking for anything, but if the right deal's there, why not?
Yeah, I've done that way too many times. I do not need any more projects.
My dad, he's like, he come over here yesterday and he goes, "Hey, I found this convertible Mustang." I go, "No."
That's like my neighbor keeps beating me up about, hey, I know someone has got this like 64, CUDA or whatever in great condition, go cheap. Is like, I do not need anything else. I don't care what it is.
See,
Oh, no,
something
it's-
like that I know I can make money on, so I'll buy it and flip it.
Yeah, hell yeah, 64 CUDA. If it's in good enough shape, shit, that wouldn't be a bad flip there.
Man,
my
the parts
issue
are
is
so
that
hard to come by for those cars, though.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
are.
That's the one with
Yeah.
the glass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah, it's got
bubble
that big
back.
bubble glass in it. Yeah. Good luck
Barbecue
with
Mike
that.
and I seen one. I went up to this dude's house in Nowhere, Michigan, and we were out in one of the back roads, and there was one at a gas station. I go, "Hey, there's one of them old Cudas, man. That sucker."
Hey,
Look,
Gary,
I
did you see
gotta
that
get.
picture I sent you
Well, storm's here, Dale.
When did you
It's
send it?
raining out there now.
about the mirrors? I just wanted what kind of shape your mirrors was in.
Dude, those were nice.
Oh, did he kick himself out?
Did
Guys,
he-
I got to jet myself, though. I
Okay.
gotta get something done.
All
All right,
right.
have a good one.
All right.
Enjoyed hanging
Thanks,
out with y'all.
Hey, 417, take it easy, buddy. Nice talking to
All
you
right.
again, man.
Yep.
Thank y'all.
Have a good
See ya.
one.
Later, man.
Nah, but them old Mopars, man, I wouldn't buy them to damn fix them or nothing. I just buy them to flip because I ain't trying to find parts for those damn cars. They're
Yeah,
too damn
depends on which
expensive to
ones
buy.
it is, but yeah, like that Barracuda, it says Barracuda, so they're going to charge you. They're going to make for sure that it's going to cost you and you remember it.
Exactly.
I'll
So
be
that's
back.
why there's no sense in trying to buy parts for it. Just buy the car, flip the car.
Yep.
It's raining outside. I'm gonna make sure it's not coming in the door.
But now your darts, your darts,
Basically,
those
I'll be getting that
are
rain
pretty
in-
common, you know.
What was that, Gary?
I'll be getting his rain in a little bit.
Been saying you going to Stupid Fast Trucks tomorrow, right?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
sorry, Gary, I got knocked off.
Those mirrors, you're talking about the ones for the old Fairlane?
The Paramount?
Was that a Fairmount? I thought it was Fairlane.
No, it was Paramount. I'll look it back up, but I just didn't. I just sent them to you just because I thought they was cheap and they looked damn good in case you
Oh, they
needed
do
some.
look good, but they're for a Fairlane.
Okay, I have to look back and see.
Yeah, 62 to 66 Fairlane.
Yeah, because if I'm right, the ones for a Fairmont for Gary's, they're square, right?
No, they're the cell mirrors. Am I fair?
Oh, okay. I figured they would be square to go with the body style. I didn't think they would be like the bullet style or nothing like that.
They're the cell looking ones. The ones that bolt right into the corner of the window there.
Yeah.
The round ones, right?
Yeah, these round ones right here are for a 66 Fairlane.
Okay, my bad.
Well, actually, 62 to 64. I don't know why he put 66 or she. But those are brand new, dude. And actually, you could probably put those on a Fairmount if you wanted to.
I thought they looked good. That's the only reason I sent them to you.
Oh, I appreciate it. For $50 though, that's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right it is.
A little bit of Bondo and some welding, you can mount them to whatever you want.
Shoot, man, I got those self-tapping screws, right?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Shit.
Damn right.
The
Hey,
hell with that.
they also sell bolt and wing nuts at the damn store too.
Hey, I know a few wing nuts.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Salty's one of them.
Oh, did I show you all the engine, the 318 build, how it's coming along? Got it painted. Yeah, I showed you all that last week, didn't I? Because it's
Yeah.
Fender Funky's favorite color, gloss smoke gray.
So how's everybody's week been?
Good. I got a lot of stuff accomplished. Short blocks together. Got leaf springs in. Worked on dowel pin holes. DPH. And then every time I see dowel pin hole, I think Dirty Pirate Hooker. Thanks, Funky.
I ain't done a damn thing all week. I'm supposed to do my mom's flower bed, but the mulch is still sitting in the back of my truck.
Well, I don't blame you there. It just that's crossing the line. I ain't doing.
Hell, it's only 25 foot long. It ain't like it's a big one. So,
That's about.
but I'm still too
25
damn lazy.
foot.
I'm still too damn lazy to do it. So, but my problem is I got to get all the other damn mulch out the back of it and bag all that shit up.
By the time I got up, the rain was kind of stopping. But I said I'm up.
Okay.
I'm up. So I'm gonna
Mad
go.
Motorhead.
I hope
Yeah,
it's
you
all
up, so
right.
you might as well make sure the door ain't open, right?
Take care, Mad Motorhead.
Well,
Take
yeah,
it easy there, Chad. Have a good night, bud.
but I also said while I'm up, I'm gonna go pee.
Oh, well, there you go.
While you're there,
That's the reason why Bama hadn't said anything. He's been wiping off the damn liquid off his lips.
Who,
Hey,
Tornado Alley down
Yeah,
there?
because he thought about a man peeing his mouth water.
So Funky, I've seen a couple videos where they've used the regular carburetor intake on those Coyotes, and
Yeah.
so there's got to be a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah, I just don't know how they're psyching out all those sensors.
But my thing was though is that since you already had the Ace, that maybe there's some way you could use it. That was my thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
software doesn't know it's running a Coyote.
You better tell those guys to get busy because you got a year or so to get that thing done.
What?
Yeah. Now, what's so different on the Coyote? Is it because it's like coal on plug and you need something to fire each cylinder? And
Yeah, it's a variable valve timing.
Yeah, and on the Coyote, there's no way to set the timing.
Yeah, it's just you
you
set
can't
it
lock
by.
them out like everyone else.
There's some things you
Yeah,
can put on
you
the
could.
phasers that locks them out, but I don't know. You got to kind of set those things, and I don't know. But that, I mean, what was that? What
Maximum
would that?
advance. I'd be done with it.
But what would they have? How would they? I just don't understand how that would work. I mean, there's just so many sensors, man.
Well, that's the thing though, Funky. You don't understand now, but you will soon.
Yeah, you might not now, but I guarantee you, before it's over with, you will research it and find out.
I don't even know if I want to do that. I
If
almost want
anybody
to just
figure it out, it'll be Funky.
That's right. I agree 100%. Hey, he'll research it to death, and he'll fucking. Oh, that's how they did that shit. Now I know.
I don't know if I want to.
You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need your EGR time delay or anything like that.
I don't know if I want to do that though. You know.
I agree with that. And if you don't mind, Funky, Salty, I muted
ma'am.
the phone because somebody was talking to me, unlike others. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I usually don't mute. Well, usually I don't get a chance to mute the phone because usually I'm standing out here talking to you guys and somebody will just open up the door. They start yapping. They'll say, hey, let me tell you something.
Yapping.
No, they just start fucking yapping.
Yapping.
And now I got my sister. I got my sister's boyfriend over here, and he ain't nothing but fucking drama like my sister. And I wish the fuck he'd go home.
Oh, I
What I do is put the phone down, walk in there, and tell them to leave.
I can't. You gotta understand something, Bama. This is not my house. I don't get a chance to say that. It's my mom's house.
the
She's
way I
boss.
took that though is you was doing your sister's husband.
No. He's over. Nah, he's over here. Him and her are arguing like shit, and it's his fault. He's about worthless as fucking tits on a bull, dude. He's got a part-time job. He pays his child support, but he won't get off his ass and go get a full-time job so he can actually help my sister pay the bills in the house that they live in. So, but they live in a damn duplex, and she can't kick him out because he's on the lease too. And she don't win. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of shit. And he comes over here, start talking about all his problems and shit.
Damn.
And every time he comes over here, I look at him. I said, "Again, really?"
Damn, that guy must be from Georgia.
No, he's actually really not. He's actually from New York.
That's a cool picture in front of the Coca-Cola. And he's got paint matching Detroit steel wheels.
You like that?
Yeah.
Is that company still in business? Because I know they had a damn TV show at one time. Are they still making steel wheels up there?
Yeah, they should be.
Because they used to make some badass steel wheels, man.
Detroit Steel, and that was awesome, man. I like that show.
Shit, yeah, me too. That damn Lincoln they done, the old Lincoln with the suicide doors, that shit was badass, dude.
Get the Lincoln, the freaking Mercury Turnpike Cruiser.
Well, yeah, that was a damn good one too. But the Lincoln, I think, was one of the first ones on their channel.
I had no idea what the hell that was until I saw that show. I was
like I said, when I seen that they made their own wheels and they made those damn steel wheels and put on that Lincoln, I was like, fuck, man,
but
those wheels look awesome on that car.
Basically, that Turnpike Cruiser was a Lincoln Continental, but
yeah. They just got different names for it.
I didn't even know it existed. And then as he's like trying to find parts for it, he ends up finding a guy who bought out an old dealership, and up above his garage, he had all the parts for the Mercuries and stuff up in his garage.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Just new old stock stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, I cannot believe this. He goes, this is what happens when you're in a town where they made vehicles. You know?
Yeah, I cringe when I hear NOS.
Yeah, can you imagine the parts that are hidden in people's garages and shit up in Michigan that people don't even know that exist anymore?
Oh,
But yet,
nice.
somebody still has them. That's crazy. That state has to be full of that shit.
Come
Not
on.
just Ford, but GM and all the other automakers back in the day.
There
The
we
big
go.
three, man. I mean, I guarantee you there's parts up there that people thought that didn't even
It's got-
exist anymore, but they're
It's got a
still just
Christmas
packed
tree
away
on
in somebody's
top.
garage.
Well, it's kind of like, getting Mopar parts. So you need a camshaft. Well, here's a, piece of billet and a file. You better get busy. That's about
No,
how
I'm
bad
just
it is.
I'm just saying, man. I'm surprised that Gary, being in the line of business that him and his dad was in for so long, doesn't know more of those type people.
Oh, trust me, we know a lot of them, but they're dead or old enough to retire. Or...
Yeah, yeah. Or they still got their stuff and they're just not willing to part with it right now.
Well,
I'm going to pick it up someday.
Because my dad comes over here yesterday and he's like, "Hey, you bought that 55. You said she had more cars over there. Why don't we go buy them?" I says, "Well, why don't we let them sit on them for a minute so that way we can get them cheaper?" He goes, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, because I'm still waiting to hear one day. Gary's gonna come on here one day and tell us, you know something, I bought a Chevelle, and we all gonna know which one it is.
And it's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that's it's a really nice car. I mean, help you get your hands on it, especially that old truck. I like that old truck sitting next to it better than I do Chevelle. Don't get me wrong, I love Chevelles, but I just love old trucks, man.
Yeah, that truck, I like that truck too.
Hey, I'm going to hop off here. Y'all have a good one.
You too, man. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
I'm a truck guy, man. I love old trucks. It's just, man, the body lines and just the way they look back in the day. Everything now all looks the same basically. I don't give a shit what it is. It's just a couple little damn fenders looking different in a grill, but pretty much they all look the damn same. Back then, everybody's shit looked different, and that's what I liked about it. Each company had their own damn taste and their own body lines and their own designs. Especially the first generation of the old Ford F1s. God, I love those trucks.
Well, I'm getting excited because I want to see how this Coyote is going to turn out for Funky.
I'm glad that he got it unstuck, man. After he was damn turning, it started turning freely. I'm like, well, damn, check it out.
I was like, I don't know how long this is going to take, so I shut the camera off. As soon as I turned the camera off, it was like, flip, flip, flip. I'm like, oh, come on. I was like, you serious?
But I'm telling you, dude, I bet you your gears are just spinning about that, man.
Yeah, but I gotta get this stuff up for sale. I got people, like I said, somebody came in here earlier and said, "Hey, what about this?" And
Well, there was a dude that responded to your comments. Put a comment and said, "Hey, man, I'm interested in your parts, just not the heads."
yeah,
But he said, I'm interested in all the rest of the parts, just not the heads.
But I'll be honest with you,
Well,
I don't think you can buy those parts for what he's asking for them.
Oh shit!
There's another. Well, the price went up on the block.
Oh,
yeah. I looked up a couple of things. I go, okay, I'm being stupid. I just need to go.
Thank God I ain't listened to them yet.
Yeah. and the heads. I mean, I don't. I'll just take back what I got into them. I'm not gonna wrestle that.
Well, dude, you're taking your truck to Ford Takeover anyway. Whatever car you're taking, you're going to be trailering it down, correct?
Yeah. Then some guy said, "Hey, I'm interested in something about headers." I'm like, headers? I never said anything about headers. What is he talking about?
Damn sure didn't.
It's like, hey, I tell everybody what I got, and then some dude goes, "Hey, I'd like, how about your headers?" Headers? I don't have any headers.
If that stuff don't sell between now and Ford Takeover, dude, load it up and take it to Ford Takeover. I guarantee you won't bring a damn bit of that shit back with you.
Yeah, and
especially since you got a tonneau cover where you can keep it all dry and stuff. I just never unload it. I just leave it right in the back of my truck.
Well, we got a whole we poked in that sumbitch by flipping it back the first time.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, fucking, I didn't. I mean, it's just something you don't realize when you're folding it back. The thing that holds it in,
Mm-hmm.
it folded back and up toward the tonneau, and then when we folded it back, I didn't even notice the damn thing poked a hole in it. I was like, son of a bitch.
Can you will they let you just reorder the tarp system without having to
No,
order the
you
whole
don't.
damn thing?
It's just a little like screw hole. So I was gonna get some flex tape.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
It was like $14. I'm like, I don't know about $14.
Hey man, just take a tired tube patch kit and just put it on there.
Hey, you know what? That's a damn good idea,
No,
Gary. I didn't think about that.
I bought some 1-inch Gorilla tape, and I'm just gonna tape it from the bottom. It'll be fine.
Hell yeah, a tire tube patch kit. Hell, that would work great, man.
Yeah, Fort Blue said he was. I need a 393 crank. Okay.
Well, I got you, brother. When you pay shipping, it'll be on its way, and the rest of the price I'm asking for it.
I don't think there's anything Blue don't think he don't need.
Yeah. Well,
I'm really surprised he didn't want those heads.
93.
Dude, that dude's a hoarder from he's a hoarder, man.
But I tell you, that freaking car, when you hit the gas on that car, it sounds like a freaking Coyote. It just does.
Now, question.
Yeah.
When you do set this Coyote down in this car, are you actually going to leave those mufflers on there?
I think I'm gonna just go with them, man. The Joneses, why not? See what they sound like. It already, like it tells you, it sounds like a truck when you start it, but you hit the gas and shift the gears, it sounds like a Coyote.
Well, it might sound completely different, with a Coyote in it. The way they
Right, yeah.
idle and things like that. It could sound, it actually could sound pretty damn good. To be honest with you.
Yep.
Who knows? And if it sounds worse, I'm sure you'll find something else to buy. It ain't no big deal. Mufflers are just mufflers.
I heard that. Now, this doesn't give you any power, and it would take power. But I heard with the Coyotes, Flowmasters actually sound pretty decent on them.
Don't tell that to Salty.
I'd pass in a heartbeat.
I know this. Don't get them.
Salty likes the Corsas and that kind of stuff.
No, I don't either. No, I don't either. You got me all wrong, bro.
I know this. Don't get the Spintex because to me, idling they sound good, but when you get on it, they sound bad.
Yeah.
I only use one kind of muffler, Mike. That's it. I only use Magnaflows. I don't use nothing else.
Yeah, but I think a chambered muffler would sound good. Not like the Super 10 or anything like that, but like a 40 or a 50 would sound pretty good.
Well, see, you gotta, but see, those damn Coyotes flow differently. So I don't know if a chambered muffler would work better on those engines or it would add more restriction to it.
It's still a 4-valve mod motor.
Okay, well, you definitely would know more about the mod motors than me because I don't know a damn thing about them. So
does it flow more? Yes, and do you lose a little horsepower when you go with a chambered muffler? Yes, but problem with the Coyotes, not all exhausts sound good with them, and from what I've heard, if you go with the chambered exhaust, it actually sounds pretty decent.
Anything to take that damn high pitched damn sound out of it.
It's the fiery order.
Yeah, it's like when you said Corsa, dude, I cannot stand Corsa mufflers.
Well, the thing about it is I found out though is that it depends on whether you use an H pipe or an X pipe on them on the sound.
Huge difference. Yes. Don't put an X pipe on the Coyote.
Yeah, a lot of people like the X pipes, but I don't like that super loud, raspy, singing ass. I can't stand that, man.
Yeah, X pipe.
I got the X pipe on her GT350 and my Mach 1.
Oh, you got the X pipe?
How do you like the X pipe, and what mufflers are you using with the Mach 1?
Stock.
Okay.
I like it. Stock, and I like it. It helped. It actually made those mufflers sound better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, because you got the active exhaust on yours, right, Gary?
Yes.
Okay.
And for the wifey, what does she have for mufflers on her? She's got active as well?
It's all stock. Yep. She got active as well.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. I mean, all of us have gone to a car show and you hear a Coyote fire up and you're like, yep, we know what that is.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just,
no mistaking that sound. I mean, it's just,
no.
it's got its own sound. I mean, you can't mistake that car.
But
And, but I
they
can do
made the
that. I
sound
can
good.
do that with the push rod motor too. So I mean, it's just like you can determine between a big block and a small block, and I mean, it's just we're used to that kind of stuff because we're car guys.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I totally get it. It's with the firing order of the Coyote, it just has that high frequency sound. It doesn't have that deep sound of like a 351, a 302, a 4.6. It just I mean, all of us have gone to car shows. We've all
That's what I said. We're car guys. We
Yeah.
can determine what's.
But I'm going to tell you, all the sounds in the world does not beat the sound of a damn flathead V8. That, to me, by far is the best sounding engine I've ever heard. I love that damn sound.
You set those things up right, dude. They'll run too.
What's
for
that?
me, Salty, it's
Flathead.
I love the sound of a flathead. Holy shit. I love that shit.
for me it's a 4.62 valve with a cam with Flowmasters on it.
I agree with you on everything except for the hush puppies. I can't stand them.
No, I like Flowmasters.
But I like
Yeah, I do
now.
too.
I like that same car you just mentioned, Mike, with a set of damn Magnaflows on it. Right. I just like Magnaflows, man. They don't have that drone that the damn Flowmaster has, and I just cannot stand the drone. Back in the day, I loved it because I was one of the dumbasses who had the drone and had the damn turn downs right up under the car, choking my
Oh,
goddamn
no.
self to death when I
No.
couldn't breathe.
Don't do turn
No.
down.
Don't do turn downs. Hell
No,
no.
I'm just saying that's what I did back in the day, way back in the day when I was young and, being stupid and always taking the AC box and all that shit out of the car to make it lighter and burning up when I was 21, 22. Now I'm in my 50s. That motherfucker don't have air conditioner jack. I ain't driving it, period. End of story. I ain't driving.
I had the pipes coming out just behind the back tires of my 68, and everybody loved it. And some reason, my dumb ass, just for the storm, I wanted turn down. Guess what happened?
Yeah, you
I
change
put
them
them
back.
on there, and oh my God, I am going to straighten that bullshit out.
Man, I'm telling you, I can't do the turn downs anymore. I just,
No.
I can't do it
My
anymore.
question is, where you got them turned down at? Before the axle or up by the end of the header?
Before the axle.
Shit. Mine was about 3 foot of pipe and a turn down.
See, mine was just before the axle, and I turned them down, no problem. The only thing I didn't like about them, if there was dust on the ground, it was getting in your car.
Oh, 100%.
Now, I'm thinking about going in and having the mufflers pushed up a little bit towards the cab and having them come out just in front of the
Back
back
tires.
tires.
Yeah,
Yep.
now that would sound good.
Yeah, because that truck sounded. I used to have people come up all the time when I pulled the gas station. How good it sounded. They would all come up and say, "Damn, you got some nice headers on there. That damn thing sounds good." Now
Wait, hold
it
on.
sounds like shit.
Bama, hang on a second. Are you sure they weren't talking about the head that you just gave them that was nice?
But it could be, Gary. It could be according to what part of the day it was.
See, I was thinking the same thing, Gary. I'm just glad you said it.
I wasn't. Something wrong with you two.
No, we just being us.
Because we're dragging you right down with us.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And the only reason I cut them off is because the tips I got for the exhaust behind the back tires was I didn't realize at the time they was cheap as hell. They rusted like a son of a bitch. So
I cannot stand. I don't never buy beveled tips. I can't stand beveled tips because it gives your exhaust like this sound.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what,
That's why I don't like the beveled tips.
That 68 sounded good, dude, and I screwed up and I cut them off.
Bama, the reason why you had issues is it was just the tip.
It was just a tip.
See, Mike, we're dragging him right down with us.
See, Gary, you were right. We're dragging him right on down with that. We.
See, what if you took the tips though? If you made the tips look like Bugs Bunny sticking something in Elmer Fudd's barrel, what would they sound like then?
Hey, believe it or not, dude, you see that shit at car shows. People actually they do it mostly on the older cars, but you see that shit at car shows. But I just have never liked a bevel tip, man. And to me, it just distorts the sound. I want a straight cut. I want a straight cut tip on mine. I can't.
Well, you got to think about this, Austin. When I bought the truck or traded the Jeep for it, it had the dual tip coming straight out the back below the tailgate. And I'm telling you what, that was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
You see a lot of people around here put the dual tips on.
Duals on there, yeah.
Yeah. You'll see some people down here, they'll have duals, but they'll put dual tips on both damn pipes. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
The first thing I did was took it to the muscle shop and cut them some bitches off and threw them away.
Shit, I'd have cut them some off with a damn hacksaw or a sawzall, went to the parts store and bought me some more. And it doesn't matter if you don't got a welder. Them damn things are easy to weld. All you need is a coat hanger and a torch. You weld them some bitches right on. That's all you need. Done that shit so many times, I can't tell you.
Well, it cost me less than $100. They rerouted them just like I wanted them, and other than tips, it was good. All right, Mike, don't say it again.
I didn't say nothing. I'm being good.
Hey, treat me well. It's my birthday, gentlemen.
I know
It
it's
is.
your birthday, and I said happy birthday to you on
You finally
Facebook.
hit what, 60?
61.
Happy birthday!
Oh, so you're 61. So you crossed over, huh?
I crossed over.
What's
Yeah.
All I got to say is luckily the tornado didn't take me out and I made it to 61. How's that?
Right.
Hey, that's a good
There
thing,
you
man.
go.
Even though I said happy birthday to you on Facebook.
Well, you figure
Yeah.
I'll be 60 in October, so you're only about a year and a half older than I am.
So Bama, you said that you're on the other side now of 60. How's it feel?
Hurting pretty bad, but yeah, I'm fine.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel any different than you did yesterday?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, well.
No.
You
No,
wake up and notice that your winky's working again, and you're like, yes.
Oh, it works. It works, no problem. For now.
The real question is does it work before you beat the hell out of it or after?
Well, actually, it worked before and after.
Well, that's better than me. Afterwards, I just want to be left alone.
Well, we ain't gonna go there, Mike.
Hell, you want to be left alone before it happens, Mike.
Most of the time, yes. I'm not going to disagree with that.
What was that, Funky? What was that, Funky?
I just said, "Damn."
You haven't heard that story, have you, there, Funky?
What?
About Mike?
I'll tell the story. All right. So when my wife was trying to conceive with my daughter, women can get very aggressive, put it that way. So
No shit.
it could be 2, 3, 4 times a day. When it's go time, and they don't care. And after a while, everything hurts, and you're just trying to stay away. You're just running away.
He was telling me stories. He was running from his wife. He said, "My fucking balls were hurting."
There's nothing else to give her. I gave her everything I had, and that was it. There was
Well,
nothing
Mike,
coming
what you
out.
should have said was, when I get done, go in the corner and stand on your head. Maybe they'll work.
I bet you the proudest day in that man's life when his wife finally told him, "Honey, I'm pregnant." He goes, "Thank God."
That was a relief, let me tell you.
I gotta honestly say, man, we wasn't expecting anything. They just came.
Yeah, that's it,
No,
Gary.
no, no,
Same
no,
here.
no, no. Gary,
Same
you
here.
can't. Gary, you can't.
Same here.
And then
Hey,
you found out 9 months later.
hey, we wasn't planning anything but fucking sex, and a baby just happened to happen. That's all it was.
With us, it took us 6 months. So it was, to the point that the wifey is crying and she's thinking there's something wrong with her and yada, yada, yada. So it
Yeah,
was,
you don't need that. No, no,
you
no,
know,
no.
I bet you were one bow-legged motherfucker after them 6 months, wasn't you?
I wasn't bow-legged. She was bow-legged.
Shit, I bet you were too. I
Oh,
bet he.
yeah,
I
yeah. We're
guarantee you,
supposed
he's
to believe
sleeping.
that, Mike. Come on now.
I guarantee you, he was sleeping with a pillow in between his legs, just to make sure my legs don't touch my balls, please.
No, you know what? That helps. That helps. Do not discard that. You put a pillow between your legs when your balls hurt. It feels better.
All right, Monkey. This live
Oh,
stream is
oh,
officially
see,
went to hell.
Oh my
you gotta say
god!
it. You gotta say it. Where's your hand in between?
Yeah.
You hurt pillows.
Oh my
Oh
God.
hell! Oh my god!
I knew a guy back in the day that basically the same thing was going on. He finally told her, "When we get done, get up on your damn hands and flip up on the wall and hold yourself upside down.
That way the shit don't
Maybe
run
you'll
out.
get pregnant."
That way it don't run out.
Yeah, and I
But
ain't lying. That's exactly what he said.
I can tell you one thing. I have, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm probably speaking for about 98% of the male population in the world. I have never said no when my wife wants to have sex. That's the last thing you do is say no. Because one day that shit's gonna be cut off and you're gonna be wanting to go and she's gonna say no. Remember when I wanted to have sex and you said no? Motherfucker, go in there and beat
Beat it, beat
it.
it.
I never said no. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I don't give a fuck how tired I am. Yep, let's go.
I'm sure Salty just lay there and took it.
Hey, sometimes I was too damn tired to do the motion, so sometimes I had to be on my back. I'm like, hey, but I never said no though. Goddamn,
No, I
hell
talking about
no.
your belly.
Yeah, no. Gary, have you ever told your wife no?
He left for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I
I
didn't get me a drink.
think he has because he's had a bunch of surgeries over his life.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
sure
Well, his
that
wife
is-
probably knew at that time.
Yeah.
Dale said I'll be 60 in November. Well, damn, Dale, congratulations, buddy.
Well, it ain't November yet.
It ain't yet.
Nah, but he's gonna make it. He hangs out with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I turned 51, so I'm doing good.
You did, motherfucker. You younger than me.
51. Good age.
We already know that's a damn lie.
What, 51 being a good age?
No,
Better
51.
than
Yeah,
52?
51. Hey, 51 is not a bad age. I'm telling you what.
So Dale will be 60 in November. I'll be 60 in October, Dale.
Oh well, hell,
I'll be 50 in
y'all,
October.
y'all was almost spit out at the same time.
Hell, I always thought Gary was a little bit closer in my age.
You were a year and a half.
Yeah.
Just want somebody in that club, don't you?
Misery loves company.
Yeah, he's in company all by himself right now.
Nah, all my golfing buddies are pretty close.
You said golfing buddies?
Yeah,
That's
You
what I
don't
heard
golf?
as well.
yeah, we're gonna do some golfing Sunday.
All right.
Good for
There
you.
you go.
I haven't golfed in a couple of years.
Yeah,
It's good exercise, I can tell you that.
I miss playing so damn much, dude. I can't stand it. I used to
What?
love that shit, man.
Why don't you play, Salty?
I can't see the ball after I hit it. I don't know where it goes, but
You ain't gotta know where it goes. You have
yes, fuck
someone
you do.
You
No,
got somebody ride with you.
you
Look
got
here,
you
dude.
got
My
a good
uncle.
You
Nah,
gotta go with someone
believe it or
else.
not, dude. Nah, believe it. I used to go play golf a lot by myself. I used to go play a lot of rounds of golf by myself.
Why don't you go with your brother, get one of those fluorescent balls?
That shit don't help, dude. When you blind, them motherfuckers are all, you can't see it. They're all the same color when they're flying in the sky.
I
It
play,
don't make a damn what color the ball is.
I play a
Let's
trick or
back up
treat
a little
on
bit.
them, and I'd buy them a green ball.
I've had green
My-
balls, and when you hit them, and they get up in the sky, they're just like every other color
No,
ball.
a grass.
Yeah, but
No.
it don't matter. It
Oh,
don't matter.
grass
My,
colored
my
green ball.
uncle,
Hell, if I was standing next to it, I still couldn't see it.
look, dude, my uncle came in from California every summer and played golf. We take him golfing. He couldn't see shit.
Can
It
you?
was called fish eye something. I forgot how what it's called. Anyway, he was in the Air Force. He got out. Anyway, he played with us. We watch his ball, take it back to him, show where the pin's at, blah blah blah. He played all the time with us. So that's no excuse.
Well, see, that ain't the problem. Is I mean, I can see to hit the ball, I can see to putt it, I can see to chip it, I can see to do all that. It's just when I hit a long iron or a drive or something like that, I can't see the fucking ball.
I just ain't going and playing golf because I think it's stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Have
Gary,
you ever played it?
I'm telling you right now,
Uh-huh.
mentally, it is the hardest fucking game you will ever
Yeah.
play.
Has Gary ever played it?
No,
Yeah, dude,
Really?
I'm telling you, I was like that too, and then I played it, and I'm like, this ain't so bad.
I never had any interest, but I'm with
Well, the thing is, people think that you need to play golf mentally. You need to take mental out of it. That's where you fuck up.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is muscle memory.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's interesting.
I got to go, gentlemen, for a little bit. My brother's calling.
Oh, tell your brother to go away.
All right, see you, Bama.
All right, man. Yeah,
Bama,
his phone whacked out on my
Yeah.
end.
Probably a Sam Dunk.
No, I like putt putt.
I'm telling you, golf is fun, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I absolutely love playing golf, man. And I probably will go play with my brother here before long. I still got my clubs, my shoes, I still got everything. I just haven't played in probably 5, 6 years, and it just got to the point where it's just too visually challenging, and I got discouraged as
The
hell.
thing about it is, though, Salty, they sell those kiddie clubs too if you need them.
Shit, dude, I don't need those. I can knock the shit out of a golf ball, dude.
Yeah,
I'm actually really, I was a actually pretty decent golfer. I've never been a scratch golfer. I've never been that damn good. Um, no, I was just more recreational golfer, but I was pretty good. I could shoot in the 80s, but I can't shoot down like scratch golf. Scratch golf is like par. I
I'm
can't shoot
telling you.
nothing like that.
we could find golf clubs in cars, and I mean, I could set them in the office and sell them all day long. I'm talking junk, good, bad, ugly, any of them. People would buy them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I had a set of clubs my boss gave me I used for a while. It was funny, man. I went and bought probably like a $300 set of Callaways,
Mm-hmm.
and I started hitting the ball with those, and I was like, holy shit.
Hey, clubs make the difference, dude. I'm telling you
I
right
was
now.
like, Jesus, these things are better, way better.
Yeah, they make all the difference. But I mean, they sell two different kind of clubs. They sell a cavity back and a blade. I have tried to play with blades. I can't play with those. That's what all the professionals play with. They play with blades. I can't play with those. You have to be precise when you hit the ball with a set of blades. You can't like hit it off the toe or off the heel or nothing. Dude, you have to hit that sumbitch in a sweet spot every time.
Huh.
I can't do that. I got to have the forgiveness of the cavity back. Somebody typing like a motherfucker.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm putting together a description for a video.
I still
beating those keys like they're in trouble.
Yeah, I still got my damn TaylorMade R7s. I mean, I love the hell out of them things. But I use Callaway. I use a Callaway driver.
I forget what driver I got. I got a few of them. I had one was called the Green Monster.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I dented the shit out of that thing. I still use it.
You still use it after you've dented the face of it?
Not the face. It was like the side.
Oh, okay. You must have missed the ball and hit it off the toe
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
heel.
I was like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, hey, there's a dent in this thing. I was
yeah.
like, geez, I suck.
Yeah, look. I've always been. I used to. I've never been a 300-yard driver. Because I'm just so short. I can't generate enough power to hit the ball that far. But I've always been really good at like between 240, 260, somewhere around in that range. I'm good and accurate. But if I try to swing harder to get like 280 or something, dude, get out of the way. That motherfucker's gonna be a boomerang. That somebody's gonna come back and slap the shit out of you. That ball's going. You'll see it. It'll start out straight, and all that stuff is going to take a hard right. In the woods it goes. But as long as I don't try to swing out of my shoes, just try to control my swing and stuff. I used to be able to knock the shit out of the ball pretty good. And all I got to do is go to the driving range, just spend probably a couple, 2 or 3 days at the driving range, just get my swing back and shit like that. I'll be able to hit the ball pretty good again.
But I'm going to tell you guys something. I can chuck grass better than anybody.
You talking about with a golf club?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, now you got to remember now. Some shots you want to divot though.
Oh, I throw patches.
So you take it upside, huh? Hey, if you ever get a chance, and I know you probably never do it, but if you ever get a chance, watch like a pro tournament. Watch what happens. Watch what happens when they make a divot. Their caddy goes and gets that piece of grass, comes back, and puts it back in that same hole.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they'll put it back, stomp it down, and all that kind of stuff.
It's their job.
Yeah, I mean, but hell, man, you look at them damn golf courses they play on. Just like the only course that they never change on a major is the Augusta Nationals when they're playing the Masters. They play that same course every single year, because there's 4 majors. You got the PGA, Europe, British Open, and then United States Open. Well, they move those 3 tournaments around to different courses every year. But the Masters, they play at the same course every single year, and that's here in Georgia, in Augusta, Georgia. The crazy thing about it is, as soon as that tournament is over with on a Sunday, Monday, they're tearing all the fairways back up off the damn golf course. They got a machine that cuts the grass just like they do like sod farms where they grow sod and shit like that. They'll sod that whole course again, and they'll replant all new grass and let it grow for the next year. They do it every single year. And you can go up there and just buy pallets of that sod for like dirt fucking cheap. But if you can get in line to buy that shit. Say what now?
That seems wasteful.
No, what you got? Oh man, look how much the winner gets off of that damn tournament though. Talking about just the winner alone is getting an $8 million paycheck for 4 days worth of work. He's getting paid $8 million.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, that course is the most prestigious course in the United States.
I've golfed it, dude.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
The Masters in Augusta?
Yes.
Did you play the course or did you play the practice course?
I played the course.
Oh, now how the hell did you do that? That's all I want to know. How the hell did you get? Oh, PlayStation. Okay. Okay. I was like, I want to know how you did that. Because you got to know somebody to even get to play on the practice course in that course.
That's pretty snooty of them.
No, that's not a public course, dude. No.
He knows
Say
you.
what, Gary?
He does know someone. He knows you.
Shit, I can't help him out there.
Another fun, crazy course is Pebble Beach.
Oh, Pebble Beach, yeah. I played it on Tiger Woods.
Because isn't Augusta the one with that island hole?
No. That's the Players. That's down in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Players Championship. That's the one in Florida.
I remember playing that, and I'm like, I get to it, and I go, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that little par 3. Yep.
You gotta be kidding me. Got this little patch of grass you got to try to hit it on.
Yep. No, that's the Players Championship down in Florida. That's like 2 miles from Tiger's house. but he don't get a chance to go over there and practice that course because they don't allow none of the people that are actually entered into the tournament.
Yeah.
They don't allow any of those players to practice on that course. I think it's like 3 or 4 months before the tournament. You have to be has to be that long before you're allowed to play on that course because they don't want nobody playing on that course when they're getting ready for a tournament, like 3 to 4 months in, because they don't want no players to have an advantage of the course of like course conditions and shit like that coming into that tournament.
Yeah, we want to go play Mar-a-Lago, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, hell yeah. Bethpage Black in New York too. He owns that one. He owns that one also.
Did you ever hear how you got to show me your face there, dude, if you want up here.
What's his name?
Okay. Yeah.
What's up with my avatar?
What's up? I don't know, man.
What's up, Boosted?
No, the
What's
way
up?
Trump got
What's up, Randy?
The way
What up?
Trump got Mar-a-Lago. You know who built that?
I heard, but I can't remember the name.
What's going on, Boosted?
Marjorie
What?
Post.
What is going on? Do I not have an avatar?
Nope.
From Post Cereal.
What the heck?
Really? That's who built that entire place?
That's who built that, and she owned it. And it went into disarray. She left it to the state of Florida or something, or no, the government. And then they said they got too expensive for them to take care of it, so it started getting dilapidated, and they were thinking of tearing it down. And then in the 80s, Trump came along and said, "Hey, I'll give you $50 million for it." And they turned down his offer. So Trump did something. What Trump does is ingenious. Where Mar-a-Lago is on the intercoastal there and the beach, there's this area, this patch of land or whatever. So he buys it. He bought that patch of land for like $2 million. So now they can't do anything. They can't expand it. They can't do anything. So all of a sudden he ended up, well, they wanted to get rid of it and they realized there was nothing they could do with it. So he ended up getting it. Remember, he put a thing in for $50 million.
Yeah.
They turned him down. He bought this patch of land for $2 million, and he got Mar-a-Lago for $5 million.
Oh my Lord.
$7 million. And I was said, damn, he bought the land that they couldn't do anything. They couldn't do it. They were boxed in when he did that.
Well, that's the businessman in him that knows how to do that kind of shit.
On YouTube I watched about it. I was like, no way. He ended up getting a freaking deal. Now that place is worth hundreds of millions of dollars,
Shit is huge now, though. It's just it's bigger now than when it was back when the lady or the people at Post built it, right? Didn't he expand it, make it a hell of a lot bigger than what it is?
Yeah, he bought that area toward the beach.
Yeah.
And then when he bought the Mar-a-Lago, he combined it all.
Yeah, because that thing has got like a
let me take that back now, because he bought that area by the beach, and he said he was going to build a big old house there. So that really deflated the Mar-a-Lago. It's saying we're not
price. Yeah.
a big old house there. And
Hey,
then they're
Flunky,
like,
I seen
just
you're
hilarious.
going to do a coyote swap in the Fox.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to see that.
I know. That's a lot of money.
That'd be worth it. That's sick, dude.
And it's just that money has not metastasized anywhere.
Say it ain't growing on trees up there in
Well,
Michigan.
I sold that LS for the Ranger, that whole turnkey setup.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I bought a Coyote for the Ranger.
Oh, shit.
That's why
That's gonna be
sweet. Well, that's why it's still kind of on the back burner, because I'm still trying to find a transmission and a control pack for it.
Well, have you tried this place that 417 Fox was on here talking about? It's called DIY Auto Tune.
And
And
they got control packs?
Yeah. It's plug and play, like $2,500.
Dang. Well,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
And he said there's a lot of capabilities to it too.
I'm gonna have to keep that in mind because I might have located a transmission. I don't know yet. Possibly.
Well, let me ask you something about that whole Ranger swap Coyote thing. Are you going
Mm-hmm.
to be able to use the stock K member, or do they even make a
Oh,
Coyote swap K member
No,
for a Ranger?
we're gonna do some modifying.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I know that's a swap I would love to see, or I would actually love to attempt one day. But I don't think they make a K member or nothing like that for that damn thing.
Yeah. They,
No,
It should be
no,
cool.
you're talking custom,
yeah, oh
custom
yeah.
stuff.
I
Well, it's
made a
like that
But
dude.
video.
It's like that dude I bought that Coyote from. He put that in a '70s Volvo.
that's
I was
Wow.
crazy,
like,
ain't it?
I said, you had it like mounted in. He goes, yeah, oh yeah, I had it mounted in there, and I changed my mind. He goes, I like eyeball shit, and he has a Capri in there, a Fox body Capri, and he's got a BMW motor in it.
Hmm.
That's modball shit right there.
That is oddball.
So how you doing there, Mr. Boosted?
Man, I've been doing pretty good. I sold my black truck the other day because Alex called me. Whenever he
Your
calls me,
black
I
truck.
tell him, yeah, my
You talking
little
about your
black
big?
F-150, the big one. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
made a good little lick off of that and got a new little toy. I'm gonna drop the video on it for long.
Oh, sweet.
It's a Whipple four-wheel drive.
Damn.
Whipple
There you
four wheel
go.
drive.
Yeah.
Damn, Booster.
What's up, brother? Made a video today
What's up?
comparing the C8 to the Shelby.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I have to go
Yeah,
watch that one then.
I made about a 22-minute video. I was comparing them to 0 to 60 times and just the overall experience with them. That it wasn't a big difference 0 to 60, man. But to be honest with you, and the Corvettes are supposed to be like real fast 0 to 60 from the takeoff. It was about 2 tenths different. And I'm talking about on regular pavement, no revving. I'm talking about just from a dead stop go. But I'm gonna tell you, after 60, the Shelby's just a whole different car. It blows the C8 away.
Of course it does.
It
It's like
blows it away.
I mean, Mob was up there at
Yeah,
Milan.
Milan. Yep,
Yep, remember that? They freaking
yep.
busted
Mm-hmm.
that C8 a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even Sublime's car had more power, and yeah, because Mob's GT500 was just stock.
Wait till you see that video. It's gonna hurt a lot of Chevy guys' feelings. How they always say, "Oh, it's cheap to modify a Chevy." Go look at that video. How much exhaust, cold air intake, stuff like that. It's crazy.
Well, you're talking mid-engine car though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
LS LT shit. They don't have a Camaro no more.
Well,
I ain't sad about that.
the thing about it is when Car Mob gets behind the wheel of a car, he has no sense of anything. He just goes.
If that ain't the
It's
truth, I don't know what is.
You know what I'm saying? He gets back
Mhm.
there in that car and
Yeah,
Sublime. He's a good driver and everything. Don't get me wrong, but he's not that fearless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Gary, how
Freaking
you been?
Mob can have somebody in the car with him, and then he gets to the freaking finish line and goes, "Oh, where'd you come from?"
Yeah.
yeah. Forget somebody's in the car with him, huh?
Oh man, I almost wrecked. I'm sorry.
I'm like you, brother. I just been working.
Hey, Bama, did you change your name to Tornado Alley? That's a good name for a car too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I changed his name for him.
Dude, you need to name that car Tornado Alley and put a turbo on it. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
Turbulent air.
Question for you, Boosted. The job
What's
that
up, bro?
you do, when y'all go to
Mhm.
school and stuff, do y'all go to school to be a lineman? Is that what y'all start out as?
Yeah, no, I'm better than a lineman, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. See, my nephew, he's just now went to school. I think it's like it's in
I'm
Georgia, but it's
100.
like
My job's 150,000 times more precise. All right, so we're the ones that go in and take the nuclear turbine apart, put it back together, put it in specs 10 thousandths of inch, like the rotor kit, the whole damn generator field, which is about Ours is 419,000 pounds. It's about 70 feet long, and it can't. The whole thing can't be within like 3 thousandths off. 300, yeah, 3 thousandths, like 0.003, so it'd be 300 thousandths.
Yeah. Well, see, the reason why I was asking, he's only 20 years old, and
Yeah,
um, he started out being a diesel mechanic and found out that's well, this ain't for me. I don't want to do that shit. So
mm,
he's decided to go to lineman school. So, and
yeah,
the school that he's in is like right up in North Georgia, right below Chattanooga, just
mm-hmm,
right up in that area up there. And he said eventually that's what he wants to do is go to work for a nuclear power plant. And I was telling
yeah,
him, I said, well, I got a buddy, I got a buddy of mine that does that for a living. He goes, you
yeah,
do? I said, yeah. And well, he sent some pictures of him up there in Lima School. They had him climbing the poles and stuff like that with the climbing
yeah.
gear and all that kind of stuff. And
Now
he,
you can
the
be
only
you
way,
can be a lineman still at a nuclear power plant, but it's not. You probably won't be a lineman necessarily. You more likely be a electrician. But like, well, there's like four major trades that work at power plants. You got millwrights, you got linemen, pipe fitters, and laborers.
yeah. Well, like I said, he's only 20, so he's just now getting started in the stuff. So, but he seems to enjoy it. I mean, but one of
Good
the
deal.
things he has to do to be able to pass the test is with the climbing gear, he's got to have his spikes in the pole, but he's got to be able to hang upside down with his
Hmm.
No.
safety gear and all that shit on in case there's like he gets into trouble. They teach him how to react in case something happens and he gets in trouble and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah,
well, he passed all that shit and he's real happy. So now he gets because they said if you can't pass that, then the 20,000 you paid to go to school, you don't get it back and you're not in school no longer.
Go
you just
go
like
to
Well, the
you
thing
millwright
just
about a
like
school.
nu- well, the thing about a nuclear, when you work nuclear field, you have to pass a bunch of nuclear tests every single year, and sometimes
yeah,
every job you go on. So, say you drive 20 hours to a job and you fail one of those tests, tough luck, go home.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Bama, do you think he'd be better off joining the Navy and then getting
No,
involved with the nuclear program from
he
there?
he don't want to go in the military. Period. He already said that.
I'm gonna tell you
He,
what. For him at that age, I would say go first to millwright.
Hmm.
well,
That's what I
yeah,
tell them too.
and that's what I tried to tell him, but he's going strictly off what his dad told him, and he's like a spitting image of his dad. Whatever his dad
How
says, he
salty?
thinks
Do
he
you
thinks
think
that's
the
the
boy
gospel.
is decently intelligent? You think he's decently intelligent?
He's
Here's the
very
thing,
intelligent.
Salty. If you
He's
want,
very
Okay.
intelligent.
millwright is the most versatile trade in the
Yes.
country. Like they do machinists, they do maintenance, they literally do everything except electric. Which
Yeah.
that's
They make their own parts. If they got to
yep,
go to the machine shop, they make their own.
yep. They do
I've done
everything.
that for years. So if he's got any intelligence and common sense, that's what
No,
I say. To.
he's
Are you a
very
millwright too,
intelligent.
Bama?
Yeah.
I'll be dang. What local are you? Union?
Oh no, we're not union. No, no, I've never been union.
I
That's
got
just a preference.
I understand.
I'm a millwright at the cigar plant, but I took 3 years machinist and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
I'm a
Well,
nuclear
these
millwright. I
companies
work.
now they want you to take multiple tests and multiple
Hmm.
passes. They want
Mhm.
you to combine everything.
So do
Yeah.
y'all have journeyman and stuff, or is that just a union thing if you're non-millwright?
No, no, there's no journeyman.
I got you.
Well, like I said, I was trying to tell him to, I wanted to talk to you more before his school started,
Yeah,
but
I
of
got
course
Brett. Hey, y'all
you're
remember
doing
my
your
friend
job and
Brett?
stuff like that.
I,
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
Brett in. He's a mill right now, but he's not doing nuclear. He's doing gas and steam side. He just left a turbine
oh,
in
okay,
Mississippi.
really,
Yep.
that's cool.
The
Well,
millwright, you got to learn everything. I had to learn how to work a boiler.
Yep. You can
You
build.
name it, dude.
It's a
You had to do
everything
it.
trade. It's
Yeah.
like the
That's what I
highest.
mean. They want to combine them all. In the union shops, they want to combine them all because when you go to that shop, they can't wait for a 10 knocker or anything like
That's
that.
right.
You got to be
That's
able to
right.
do it all. You got to be able to
Yep.
set up the electrical panel and everything.
I'll
Yep.
put it to you like this: I've used sockets that are 5 and 5/8.
That's a big ass socket.
Yeah.
We use
Yeah,
we use torque
we're
wrenches
actually
that
next
go up.
week we'll put another motor in a Ingersoll Rand that weighs like 300 pounds in a compressor.
Dude, we have some of our torque wrenches are 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Like you wouldn't believe the size of some of the size of the tools we have.
Yep.
All I gotta say is I'm too little.
Now we use high torques. I can use high torques, freaking rad guns.
Ooh.
I'm certified in all that, man.
Yeah. So you use the high torque. Uh.
Yeah,
Oh, really? And
yeah,
that's who my brother works. He works for them.
yep,
Yep.
yep. I can set them up, use any of them, build them, whatever.
Now, Millwright, what I mean, that's not a company. That's
No, that's a trade. It's like say a
That's a
welder,
trade.
but you have different types of millwrights. You have nuclear millwrights like what I do, and you have gas steam side. You have car plants.
mhm.
There's just different. There's just
Hold
so
on a second.
versatile.
Hey, Funky, you got a guy in here handling motorsports?
Oh, Andrew, what's going on, man?
Hey, Drew, what's up, cat?
Yeah, I went to the dark side there.
Yeah, somebody said Coyote.
Coyote, baby, that's awesome. I'm happy.
I bet Henry's got a damn little notification on his phone. Anybody says Coyote, he pops in.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, I say Coyote swap the world.
It's like the bat signal.
I done talked to a guy down here. He's got a '77 Camaro. He's about to Coyote swap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
Can't
bet
beat 'em, join 'em.
Andrew's in the drawing for Brutal, and he's gonna put a Coyote in that damn thing if he wins
Yeah,
it.
but see, Andrew, I'm actually going to rebuild the engine.
Ooh.
I've only built 2 small black Fords in my life, and I changed the timing chain on my truck, and I realized they weren't so bad. So I went and bought a Coyote,
There you go.
a cheap one, so I could rebuild it. I wasn't going to buy some.
Well, you can't do it until you do it, right?
Yeah, I wasn't going to buy some one because my buddy, like I said, Justin kept telling me just buy one for like $2,000 and stick it in and go. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna put a 6R80 in that little Ranger.
Hell yeah. Now you're talking.
I want to. The only thing is it's a Gen 1 motor. That's the only thing I'm like, eh.
I got a Gen 1 motor. What's wrong with that?
But here's what I'm thinking
Blue
though.
Gauge, what's up?
Since the motor's already out, I have debated on putting rods and pistons in it, and just go ahead and like kind of build it for because I want to put a Roush or some kind of cheap supercharger on it.
Mm-hmm.
Blue
It's down the
Gauge
road,
in the
though.
house.
Well, you know, Pinksy's got that Whipple up for sale.
He already sold it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Oh,
if I
did
could
he already sell it?
pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know because I know when we talked to him, he hadn't sold it. Well, I guess he got somebody to buy it. Then that's cool.
There's
Yeah.
Pink's right there, matter of
Ford
fact.
Blue Gauge is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Chevy
just
man
said.
himself, huh?
Wait till y'all see the.
We got
Ford Blue Gauge would love my new video of comparing the C8 to the Shelby. He would love that.
Ford Tech Life is here too.
What's up? What's up, Mr. Beard?
What's up, gentlemen?
Pink's
Wait,
new.
wait till you see my new truck, bro. I can't wait to drop the video.
Well, at least now we know what you bought.
It's nasty. I'll put it to you like this: it's got about the same power as my little black truck had, but it's 4-door.
Oh, really? So that's cool. You still got a family vehicle.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, but y'all ain't got to see it, so I know y'all like. But I got a Roush Stage 3 4-door, and
Mm.
Oh, there you go.
off. Took the Roush off. It's got a 3.0 Whipple on it.
I am.
Son of a bee.
Yeah, man,
You gonna say that Rouse to put on the Ranger?
No, it's the supercharger was sold. I should have, but you got to afford the other stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Now this is something I could do. I don't know what y'all think about this. If I was to upgrade the supercharger on the Shelby to a 3.8 Whipple and take the Shelby blower and put on the Ranger.
Yeah, I will get a better torque wrench because
Me personally, this is just me, but I know you like messing with your vehicles and stuff. Me personally, I would avoid doing that.
What
And the
do
reason why I say no, I'm talking about his Shelby, because the way you sell cars sometimes, because
Mhm.
sometimes you'll get a wild hair in your ass and you'll sell a car because
Mhm.
that's just Randy.
Yeah.
But if you ever sell that Shelby and it has a Whipple on it instead of that Eaton, it's
Mhm.
probably going to bring less money.
Yeah. I thought of that too.
And that's my only thought about that.
Well, I have thought about putting just a Predator blower on it though.
Yeah, and hold
On the
on to your
Ranger.
Eaton. That way, if you ever do decide to, hey, I'm gonna part with this car one day, return it back to what it was. That way, you can get the most out of
Yep.
your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just certain cars they break. And them damn Shelbys are still holding their strong money too.
Oh yeah.
Because I look at them all the time, and they're still strong on their money.
Mine just hit 10,000 miles.
Oh hell, shit! It's still a good car.
Their
Oh
house had
shit.
6,000.
Oh hell, you ain't put many miles on it since you've owned it. It's only 4,000. That ain't bad.
Mm-mm. No.
Fort Blue Gauge says I'm not sticking around tonight. I've been doing some Chevy stuff this week, and I need to cleanse. He said, although it
So,
was a good
so
Chevy,
Fort
I
Blue just took his
agreed
shit.
for my dad.
Hilarious.
Well, Ford Blue Gauge, I hate that you ain't sticking around, buddy. You have a good night. If you don't talk anymore, or if I don't see you anymore, have a good night, bud. Nice talking to you. Nice
He's
seeing you
probably
again.
he's gonna go in the bathroom and make the Chevy.
Well, I'm just glad to hear from him. We know he's still
Yeah.
breathing. Everything's good.
Yep.
That's my main thing. Because tomorrow ain't promising none of us, so it's good to hear from everybody.
No, it ain't. Well, good to hear from, but future.
Yeah, good thing Mike has got a child, so now he'll live longer.
Oh, this child got some years on her now. She ain't no little child. Well, she's still a
Yeah.
little child,
I,
but
I
her
said
age,
got a
her age.
child, and now okay, never mind.
Because Mike's little girl, she's a little bitty thing, dude.
Mike's a little bitty thing.
No, I'm talking about for
Yeah.
her age. For
I'm
her
just saying,
age,
if
she's
Mike
a
could
little bitty
walk up
thing.
to us, and I was like, "Who's this 12-year-old?"
It's all right to be little bitty.
Yeah, that was
On the
not nice
man
to
of
say
the
he's
big
little.
old city.
But what surprised me the most, and I think it surprised Gary too when he said this. When Funky said he was only 5'7", Gary's like, "You're only 5'7"? Damn, I could have swore you're taller than that." Because you look taller in your videos. You look
Yep.
taller than 5'7" in your videos.
Well,
Good.
Punky always puts the
That means I got
camera
little
lower.
angles with my camera.
Well,
I'm an
you're part of the short people clan like me then.
I'm an angle master.
There
Hey,
you go.
My
I,
21 Mach 1's only got like 6,200 miles on it.
I got
What,
my
your Mach 1?
71
Yeah.
Camaro and a 2019 6 LS for it.
That's awesome though, Gary. For as long as you've had that car and only had that many miles on it, that's awesome.
My wife's got, I think, 14 or 15 on her car.
She's
Yeah,
got.
but she drives hers more than yours drives yours.
This 20 GT is still under 8,000.
Do what?
A Ford Tech Life.
Well, hell, you just hear what Gary said his car only had on it? It
What?
don't even have 8,000 miles on it yet.
I got like 6,200 miles on my 21.
Dang.
mm,
It's because
You
it
don't
rains
drive
too
it.
much.
well, I tell you
Because it
what, you
rain
just bring it
because
down
it
here, I'll
rains so
put the
much in damn
miles on it.
Michigan. Yeah, I guarantee if you took it to Bama, that's how much had some miles on it then.
Uh huh.
Hell,
Hard
Gary's
miles.
like, yeah, Bama would be like, I keep the tires warm for you.
Some
yeah.
things I ignore.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dude, I drive my car every chance I get.
Well, I drive my car the chance I get, but I'm not driving it to work with all these ding dongs.
No, 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 no. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like when I'm off and I'm gonna go eat or go to a car show. I always. Otherwise, it's you got to think I'm out of town 5 or 6 months a year. So when I'm home, I'm
Yeah.
going to drive it.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Good point.
How many
I
how
mean,
many miles has your wife's Corvette got on it already?
I think 8,000, 9,000.
Dang.
but there's some
But
days
that's
I don't get home until 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I just ain't. I don't feel like doing anything. Going to bed.
Yeah.
hell yeah, I know that. But your wife, she drives her Corvette every day, right? That's her daily driver, right?
No, she drives a Honda Civic. My daily's a Honda too.
That's right.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't
That's
know
right.
she had a Honda Civic as a daily. I thought that
You not seen
Corvette
my
was her
last
daily.
video?
And he's
Dude,
fun.
no, evidently not. I guess I need to go
I
resub to
got
you
a,
again.
I
Evidently,
got,
YouTube unsub my ass from me.
I got a '07 Honda Civic Si 6-speed. I drive daily.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's when I got 95 towards sale to go to work every day.
I ain't driving nothing nice to work every day with somebody ding or get dirty or.
No shit.
Hell no.
Let me explain something to you, barbecue Mike. I
Hey,
cherish.
I tell you what though, that little Civic's fun to drive
Or
though.
anything like that, because people don't give a shit and they open their doors on it and everything else.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't
Damn
give
right they will.
Yep.
Because you open
And
your
then,
door on my car, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Damn right.
they'll, they'll,
I
they'll
don't, I
ding,
don't blame you.
they'll door ding your car and turn around and look like they didn't do it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I tell
They
you
can
what, that
door
little
ding my
Civic's cool
damn
though.
95 for sale anytime they want to. I don't give a shit.
That little Honda will rev to like 8,400 RPM. It's wild, man.
Those little cars are fun. I don't give a fuck if they
It is.
fight.
It is. Hey, if that thing had a supercharger, the little you know how much a Craftwork supercharger is for those little Civics? $4,500, the whole
But
kit.
Damn.
I wouldn't own one, but I'd drive the shit out of it if it's somebody else's.
Oh, I drive the
Yeah,
hell out
there
of
you
it.
go. There you go, Gary.
Hey, that thing gets 32 miles a gallon too.
Is somebody
That's
working a
right.
drill?
That's me. I'm
Oh
you.
hell, you were typing on a damn keyboard a few minutes ago. Now you damn drilling something.
No, that was a vibrator. That wasn't a drill.
I don't play video games. I get shit done.
Well, after 3 kids, if my wife is still tight, then the next guy can have her.
Damn it, Gary.
Hey, my 70s, that car is what, 50 years old? That car's only got 80,000 on it.
Your
That's
car is
right.
55 years old.
55 years old.
Yeah, because me and your car were born the same year.
Yeah, one of them grew up and the other one didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He didn't
Hey,
grow up in 2 ways.
hey, I'm sorry, my daddy got interrupted.
Oh God, there's a
Or
good
he was
story
just
for
fucking
that, but
drunk and
I ain't
passed
gonna
out.
say
Or he was either drunk and passed out one. So
it. There's an old joke about that, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm sure Gary knows.
well, the best part of me ran down my daddy's leg or something.
No, it was the other way around.
That's where you learn how to crack your mama's ass.
Yeah. All right,
Hell,
Gary. Thank you.
I might have been an asshole baby. Shit, I don't know.
Be salty. I was nice.
Oh shit, dude, trust me, y'all ain't never said nothing about me that I ain't heard a million times.
Let me tell
No, I didn't know if any women was around. That's why I said
No, I
that.
got a Bluetooth in my ear. Can't nobody hear y'all but me.
you, he ain't never nice to you.
Yeah.
You come out salty to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It don't hurt me.
Shit, dude, I don't care. Keep talking about me. Shit, if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. I don't give a damn. I got thick
But
ass skin.
Just cry, it gets better.
Yeah, you gotta remember, dude, I was a truck driver all my life. You can't say nothing that's gonna offend me.
yeah, you got
Trust
Man,
me,
thick
cry.
I've
skin
heard it.
and fat
I've
ass
heard
and
it
everything.
all. I've heard it all, and then I've heard some shit y'all ain't never heard of. And I've
I
seen
smell
a
some
lot of
shit.
shit y'all ain't never seen.
Forgot
Yeah,
what traction was like in that car.
dude, I tell you what, man, I have seen some shit, dude. It's crazy. Going down the road in a big truck, looking down in people's cars, you see some crazy shit.
Mm.
So never mind.
I'm just telling you, man. You see some crazy. I mean, you just wonder
Oh,
how these people are fucking. How they have not wrecked and killed themselves and anybody else on the highway.
oh yeah.
Shit, I was driving one day and looked over in the car. Man, this lady was just whooping the shit out of her kid one day. I mean, just whooping the piss out of that child. That's back before the days of everybody having cell phones and shit like that. You couldn't call no damn body.
Mm-hmm.
Was her
But shit,
child? As long as you worried about it.
yeah, shit. Somebody else was driving and she was in the passenger seat, bent over the damn the middle of the seat, just wearing that fucking child's ass out.
You
Damn.
know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I got my ass wore out. I think I turned out pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I swear the whole time I was a kid, I swear my mom had rubber arms, dude. Swear to God,
Oh, I
because
get it.
my mom's only 4'8", so you know how low she sits in a vehicle. But damn, I could be in the back seat acting up, and the next thing you know, pow! My damn head bouncing offside the damn window in the back seat of the car. I'm like,
I too, and she's the
Bye,
same way.
Ford Blue.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, how the hell can she drive and reach over that seat with her being so short and slap me like that and never swerve? I'm like, how the hell did you do that shit?
Yeah.
See,
Well, I told you before, Salty. I told you before. My mom picked up my daughter in Nashville, in high school, and she looked out the window and said, "That bitch." My mom slapped the shit out of her, and she looked at her and said, "I was talking about a girl over." She don't matter. She just slapped the shit out of her.
Yeah, you
And
shouldn't
I
have said
told
that
her, I
word.
said, "Well, now you know how I grew up.
Exactly.
Yeah, just slap the shit out of her."
Man, I remember the
Buffalo.
days.
Cool.
Yeah, take it easy, Blue. Have a good night, buddy. Man, I
Yeah,
remember
well,
the days. I remember the days of standing in line to like Kmart or Richway or whatever all that shit was, acting up. And this is back in the day when your mom and daddy could just whoop your ass and nobody would say nothing about it. Man,
oh
mama
no,
would slap the dog shit out of the top of my head
Back
next
when
door.
there was Kmart.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Man, she had slapped the shit out of you and dare you to start crying in line.
Oh,
Cry, I give you something else to cry for.
my mom, you want some more? You make you cry more? She'd ask you. My
yeah,
mom, she was mean as a rattlesnake. But I'm going to tell you something though. All my buddies that their parents put them in the corner, they're either dead or in prison.
Yep,
that's right.
exactly. I'm thankful for every ass whooping I got. I wasn't happy about it at the time because it hurt like hell, but I'm thankful for all of them because it made me the man I am today.
Hell, I ain't
That's
got to
right.
ask no more. Mine got whooped off.
What was that, Randy?
I said, I ain't got to ask no more. Mine got beat off.
Yeah, trust me, I know the feeling.
Shit, I
But
was chasing
that
chickens to get my ass whooped for chasing chickens, man.
man, that was
Yeah,
just a different time we all grew up in. Mom and Daddy believed in discipline back in those days.
Hell, we didn't even have TV when I grew up. On the farm, we didn't have no damn TV. My TV was outside chasing chickens or making mudkin pies.
Yep,
that's
we
right.
had one TV. We had one TV, and it was in the living room, and nobody touched that motherfucker but my dad. That was his TV. The
We
rest
got a
of us,
TV
you
when I
watch.
was
Go ahead.
His
Hell,
Well,
my
TV,
I think
phone was
we got
bigger than
one.
the TV we had back in the day.
his TV, and you were the remote.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
We got
100%. I was not only remote, I was the one outside turning the motherfucking pole to make sure it
So was
came in.
I.
only
Yeah, it didn't
TV
matter
we
if it
had
was
was in my
raining or not.
parents'
Get your
room.
ass outside.
My parents had a TV in their room to watch the weather. That was about it. We wouldn't have one for us.
Man, we had one TV, and it was in the living room. It was one of them old 25-inch console color TVs,
I remember
and
when
you
he
didn't
finally
put your
brought one to
hands
the
on that
living
shit.
room.
I hate to say it, guys, but I didn't want to be in the house watching TV.
oh
Shit, no,
hell
I wanted to
no.
be outside playing.
No, it
Shit,
was
I remember when we
skateboards
got a
and
TV.
bikes and anything else you can come up with.
I was 12 or 13. We got one in the living room. It had those little bunny ears on it. And you
Oh
had
yeah.
Oh
to
yeah,
wiggle them
Oh
around
yeah.
to get a signal.
shit. We had that damn outside antenna, dude, on a pole right there strapped to the side
Uh-huh.
of the house. And boy, when that son of a bitch went to fuzzy and shit, get your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter if it was raining, cold, snowing. Get your ass out there and turn that TV.
Oh,
Or
Yep.
turn
Jay,
that
you put
antenna.
the tin foil on the
No
rapid
way.
ears?
I 10-fold the hell out of them.
Shit.
That's right.
Shoot, buddy.
The only time I really watch TV, so I just like watching Benny Hill.
Andy Griffith.
I told my son the other day, I said, we got TV in every room in the house here. I said, you just don't know what it's like. He don't ever want
Leave
to go
it
outside
be
and
with
play.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Oh my God. And Lucille Ball show.
I remember when internet come up with that dial up shit. Somebody call the house and an internet knockout. Somebody's getting cussed.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember
Get
before
off the
that?
damn
Remember,
phone. I'm on the internet.
hey, remember before they had call waiting? I mean,
Uh huh.
people try to call our. You know, I had 3 sisters, so anybody, nope, none of my friends could ever call the house because they was always on the damn phone. It was just busy, 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 busy.
And big ass cell phones that look like freaking big old blocks.
I had one in my truck.
I
I
was
had a
young.
bag phone and all that shit.
My
Shit,
first
I
cell
had a
phone
cell
was a
phone.
bag with a shoulder strap.
Yep, mine was a bag phone too
I got a cell
in my
phone when
truck.
I was 18.
Dude, I'm trying to remember when I got my. How old was I when I got my first cell phone?
Man, I thought
My
that was
first
cool as
cell
hell.
phone, I was 30 something years old.
Well, I got my first one when I was driving a big truck, but it was a bag phone. I was talking about one I could put in my pocket and carry around. God, I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember when I got that first phone. God, it had to be in the damn late 90s, I think.
I
was
bet you my
25.
bag phone's still in the closet in here.
Hell, dude, when I got my BlackBerry, I thought I moved up in the world, dude. I was like, oh man, I got a badass phone now. And
Oh,
then
I
I
had
discovered what Nextel was, and fuck a BlackBerry. I love
my
my Nextel.
razor phone was the best phone ever.
The
Yep.
Razor.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I discovered what Nextel was, and fuck, I didn't want anything else but a Nextel.
Hell, I remember when 200 horsepower was good.
Shit. God, I remember running damn 14s at damn dragster. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So RJ is talking about me now with the 200 horsepower.
No, seriously, I remember back in the day, man, running 14s and a Fox body at drag strip. Shit, I was happy motherfucker.
Shit, one of our buddies bought that '03 Cobra. His parents had a lot of money when that '03 Cobra come out. They got him one, and it was all built. And I thought that was a bad car out. I think it made like 500 horsepower, and I thought nothing in the world could beat that car.
I'm trying to remember other than what I built back in the day. And I never had no money to buy no good shit, so it was always junkyard shit we bought. I'm trying to remember the very first really good fast car I had. I think it was when I had a 351 and a bunch of cars, and I'd throw nitrous to them and bust the blocks because that's when you just had old damn nitrous on the button. Didn't have no switches and window switches or none of that shit. It was just, you had nitrous all the time.
The first
And
fast car I had was an '89 GTI.
I had an
Volkswagen
'89
GTI.
Blazer. I had an
that fucker
'89
was cool
Blazer.
though, wasn't it, Funky?
Huh?
Yeah, 89 GTI was cool.
That thing was fast.
Those little cars were fun.
I
Yeah,
had an
they,
Yeah.
'89 two-door Blazer with a 4.3 in it.
I had one of those.
I
Mine was
remember
blue.
when I sold it, my first car was a Mustang, but it was a V6 95. I thought I was cool shit in a Mustang back then, buddy.
Yeah, my first car was a 1970 Mach 1 at 351 Cleveland, and I still got it.
Damn.
Well, my first car was the '69 Roadrunner my dad gave me.
Gary, that's your
Um,
first car?
That's my first car.
Oh my gosh, and you still have it. That is
that's
badass.
that's that's awesome, man.
I've had that car since May of 1978.
That's so cool.
that was the height of bell bottoms, wasn't it?
Right.
Bell bottoms, corduroys, and all that shit.
Did they have?
And I also had a 72 Demon with 340 in it.
That would have been a fun car.
Oh, that car was a blast.
Yeah, them old demons were pretty light for what they were back in the day.
This is this big old duster with a big old ass on it.
Yeah, but they were still relatively pretty light for what they were,
Oh,
though.
that thing ran good, man.
I think them and the darts weighed about the same damn amount of weight. They're damn real close to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really tried, but it's a little bit bigger than a dart.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same size as a duster.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it looked just like a duster. They just had demon on the side of it.
It had the dart front end with a big old duster ass and with the lights that went up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Tail lights.
Big old duster ass.
Duster.
Those Dusters had a big old ass on them, buddy.
You know, I never really cared for the Duster back in those days, but when I started getting older and stuff like that in my late 20s, early 30s, I started appreciating the Dusters a hell of a lot more back then. Because I always liked the darts and the Plymouth Scamps and shit like that better. Because they were smaller cars and stuff.
But I had a Duster with a 360 in it with no shocks, and that car would bounce all over the road when you were driving it.
Oh, I bet it damn would with no shocks on it. Holy crap.
It would do a burnout from here to heaven, man.
As long as you wanted it to go, it'd go, huh?
Go. And back then they had those old nylon snow tires.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those things would almost catch on fire.
All right, I'm getting tired.
All right,
right.
I'm gonna bounce out, fella. Y'all have a good one. It's good catching up with all y'all.
Good seeing you.
You too there, Randy. You have a great night, buddy. Nice
I'll go
talking
check out
to you,
that-
catching up with you, man.
Go check out that video. Tell me what y'all think. Which one y'all take?
I'm gonna go sub. I'm gonna go check you. I'm probably gonna have to resub, so I'm definitely gonna go resub right now.
Hey, Funky, we don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
going.
go to sleep again.
You too, buddy. Take care, everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night, Gary, Bama,
All right.
everybody else is on the panel. Fuck you. Y'all
Everybody
take
have
care.
a good night. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Later,
Later.
everybody.
Later, Mike.